We're back.
And we're back, everybody.
We're back.
Wasn't that beautifully timed? That
Yes.
thing we did? Good.
Good
I'm
job.
Thing
Good
you
job.
do.
Hold on.
I have a
Okay.
feeling Ryan is going to be exceptionally quippy today.
Oh dear.
Quippy.
He's gonna attempt to be
Attempt.
quippy.
Oh damn.
It's gonna be a lot of attempts of quipness and
And back
Funniness.
to yamming.
All right. So what you know about the slop that these guys normally eat? They like to look for. They like in their gruel. They like rot rooms, which are basically poison mushrooms. They like grubs, and they like bitter sap, which is found in the trees.
bitter sap.
Bitter sap. Yes.
Okay.
Now go. I hunger.
Wait, is this forage for food now has 3 more
Yeah.
subcategories?
So there's like.
We have to get all 3 of them.
Okay. So here's the reason,
Yeah.
asshole.
So nice.
The reason is, asshole, is that so every stage has a difficulty that I know that you don't. Difficulty for this one is 3. Now you know. So each one of those things is 1 difficulty, and if people decide to add things to make it more difficult, then they'll do so.
Fine.
Yeah.
We weren't explained these things.
Yeah. It's just I was
You
gonna
didn't
question.
have to be, just play the
You didn't
game.
have to be start
Well, we
always with
didn't-
the name calling that guy.
We didn't know if that was a task, a stage, or a sub-stage, or
Forage
a
for, so getting the
sub-task,
food
or-
is
yeah.
all one.
You're gonna
step
make Kim
stage.
really uncomfortable asking questions. Like if she has a question, she's gonna be afraid
gonna
you're
be
gonna
like,
call her an asshole too.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Well, Kim's just here to play a game, not to
Yeah.
get insulted by you.
I know. Why
Come
are
on.
you being so mean to her?
God.
She's so nice.
It's gonna be okay, Kim.
I
You're gonna be
haven't-
What
fine.
is happening?
I haven't done anything to her yet.
We're turning the game against
Yes.
him right now. This is how it happens. Well, okay. So
Okay.
Merrick starts cracking his knuckles because you're taking so long.
No, we're gone.
We're a game right
See that you do.
Okay, so
knowing where rot grooms should grow, you know, like in disposed, like all the refuse and stuff, right? I want to try and start leading the charge to find those guys.
Okay, so I'll shorten your trip. There is a small forest to the east on that little shitty map that I made, and all the things that you need are found there. So that's
Well-
usually
Shitty
where
map.
people would go out and
So we're
get
going to the
those
clearing,
things.
we're
So they're all going to be in that
here,
smaller
so
forest
this is
off to
where
the
the
east.
camp-
Yeah.
But I'm specifically looking for like decomposing matter that it might be found in.
Oh, I see. Yes. Okay.
okay,
So-
off to the forest.
So you go off to the forest, and so you're gonna go searching for rotten things.
I am
Make a roll.
making the roll. That's a 2. Ouch.
So you're going, and the nice thing is you do find some rotting things around, but the problem is that there's been a recent rain and the leaves are very slick. So you stick 1 step forward, you fall back, and the back of your head hits one of the roots that's sticking out of the ground. So you take your damage. Yeah, finding mushrooms. Oh, so easy.
We've been at this for 5 minutes.
I know.
You're already getting hurt.
I
Okay.
would like to go forage for some bitter sap because you say it's in trees, right?
Yes.
Well, my clutch, their expertise is running into things with their pointy shoulders. So Dawson's gonna go out and try and run into some trees to get some sap.
All right, that's 2 dice.
Cool. 2 twos. Dawson is dead.
You still have your built-in lucky
lucky
ear.
ear! He rips it off. Do I roll them
You
both?
re-roll both. So that was a rules clarification for me. You re-roll everything if you use your lucky ear.
2 5s.
Nice.
2. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Could've died.
so yeah, describe how this happens.
Okay, so Dawson frolics into the forest. He goes to the 6th tree he sees, the 6th one, and he puts his head down, pointy shoulders up, and just runs straight for the tree and sticks one shoulder in, and all of a sudden, all this sticky sap comes out,
Fantastic.
and he tries to cup it with his hand. Take
Okay.
it back to
So, in trying to collect it with your hands, as it starts pouring over you, you start to realize that bitter sap is extraordinarily sticky,
Yeah,
to the point where it may be difficult for you to leave this tree.
perfect.
So
Oh,
you
no.
right now are that mosquito at the beginning of Jurassic Park,
Am I encased
or I guess the
in
video halfway
almost
through Jurassic
amber?
Park. What?
What?
Encased in amber.
Right.
Encased in almost amber. Hasn't hardened yet.
All right, so we have to go. Jesus. Okay. I
Well,
need
where
to-
are you? You haven't established.
I'm back in like town and back in I haven't gone to the forest yet.
Okay.
I know I said go.
So
I
you're
said,
still in the clearing.
I'm trying to make this work.
You're clearing.
And I'm looking for like some kind of bucket. A bucket.
Seems convenient.
So
Basket
you
of
can
some
see some of the bugbears and the dual corns are they're unloading a bunch of stuff off the backs of these beasts of burden, and so you see there's a bunch of stuff, but it's hard to tell because a lot of it's bundled up in blankets and things. Would you like to search?
Yeah, I like to search.
Okay, please roll for that.
1 or 2?
Are you using anything special to help?
No.
Okay, just 1.
5.
All right. So you see like a protruding thing in a blanket, and you think, it looks like a bucket, and you would be right. Now you have now you have a bucket.
I take it.
Yeah.
I take it.
A hobgoblin says,
I what you doing with my bucket?
I will start running. I take off.
He starts chasing after you.
But I'm fast.
I like this chase scene.
roll to escape.
Roll to escape.
Just 1?
Yep.
Prepare to
4.
attack on the count of 5.
So you don't quite get away, but something good happens. So whoever makes the next roll.
Someone digs up some really old tweets from one of the players' past and tries to use it to get them fired. It's extremely unfair, and it's a hashtag misfortune.
That's terrible.
Wow.
They better reinstate him. That movie would not be good without him.
We'll make those that the characters passed. Let's say somebody sent a pigeon a while back that was very offensive to wherever it landed.
But it was a joke. It was just a joke.
So is that going to be you?
No, I'm just saying. I'm just.
All right, now
assuming.
that's going to be you.
Ah,
So
God
what was the thing?
What did you say about the guy that was just chasing you?
Oh, I made fun of I said that that he used to make out with his mom back in the day to impress his buddies. But his mom was the only one he could actually make out with because no other girls would make out with him.
Oh my God. So the hobgoblin catches you.
I remember your face. You said I made out with my mum.
Yeah, but
gonna
it's
murder
just
you.
for fun. That's for fun, man.
Roll to dodge.
Wait, were you being silly when you tweeted that?
Yeah, I was being ridiculous. Obviously.
Extra die?
Extra die.
I was being silly. That's right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for paying attention
Still
to the
could die
game.
twice.
A 6 and a 1.
Oh!
You have a lucky ear.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna reroll.
You have to reroll both.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
you're
well, I'm
gonna
gonna
use your
reroll.
luck.
So you can either okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna reroll.
You doing it?
Yeah, I'm rerolling.
Okay.
Because the
Reroll
6
both.
is like a really good success, and then the 1 is just a hit point.
Oh, you know what? I'll take the hit point.
Oh, never
just
mind.
take
That would
the
only
hit
make it a 2, so it'd still be a damage because there was a +1 from the last roll.
Use
So
mine.
How what?
I'm not gonna reroll. I'm just gonna take.
I
the
know.
hit.
I just added it.
I'm
That was
gonna
the
take
tweet.
the hit.
I got you. We made it a pigeon because it was
Hey,
in
Naeem.
the world.
You stop interrupting.
Naeem,
You can hit him. You have my permission.
Naeem, you can interrupt whenever you want.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah.
I'm in charge. You know this.
Go back to your desk.
At this table here.
Go back to your
Okay, so I'm not rerolling. I'm just doing
You
it.
took the 6 and the 1. Which is actually a 2.
Okay. So yeah. So it's a 2. So it's still damage. So basically, he's like, "Ah!" and he gets you in the shoulder, and then once he's there, like having punched you, he's like,
Funny joke.
he just walks off. So you have the bucket, and he realizes that it was all just a misunderstanding.
Okie dokie.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to. I'm very sticky. I would like to scream, I found the sap!
As you open your mouth, you get to make some noise, but it starts to cover your face. You're
No.
like, I'm under.
Is there a roll order, or do you just do it whenever you feel
Just
like
do it
Whenever you
whenever.
feel
Okay.
like. You just talk over whoever's talking.
Oh.
Yeah. Disrespect all.
Welcome.
Cool. I don't know you, so we'll
Do
see.
things.
I'm gonna go look for some grubs by peeling
Okay.
under some bark on some logs in the clearing.
Sure thing. Make a roll. If you would like to use anything you've got to add to that roll, feel free.
I'm gonna use my cube of fluke, which is lucky.
Yeah.
Yay.
Okay. Describe how you're going to use that.
I'm going to hold it up.
Ooh. Pause,
See?
please. This is gonna get bad.
Pause.
For some reason, Cucumber's face is replaced by Naeem's for 30 seconds. Hashtag misfortune.
By what?
By
By
what?
Naeem's.
Naeem's face.
That's
That's
good
not a
luck.
misfortune. That's an upgrade.
That is an upgrade.
That's
Ah.
Shutterstock.
I'm actually not mad about it. Yeah,
Is it
he's a handsome
happening?
fellow. That might take him a couple minutes, so
will.
we'll
Naeem can
continue
just
with
sit
this
there
scene.
and just
Do
take
that.
over as DM for 30
Yeah.
seconds.
Oh.
Especially if Naeem's not sitting at his desk, it's gonna take him even longer.
I see what's happening. All right, come on, get in front.
See what-
I don't fucking know. Get over here. We'll figure it out. Just
So
sit
do I
down
talk
right
to
there.
Naeem now?
Yeah,
Yep.
you can talk to Naeem.
Okay,
Okay.
so you look great.
I'm Naeem. This is great.
You're being puppeted by a
Great
puppet.
show.
Oh my.
guys.
Oh.
Word.
Oh.
So, was that a bad word? He doesn't
Yeah,
like
we're
that word.
How many
fucking
syllables does woo have?
He didn't hear that. It's fine.
It's true.
This is beautiful.
Come on, you gotta work with me here. Okay. So please, describe further what you're doing.
I hold up the box and close my eyes and invoke it to lead me in the right direction to the right log.
Right.
That's like a defining rod.
Okay. So yeah, roll 2
Divining
dice,
rod.
please.
It's a 1 and a 3.
You have your built-in lucky ear.
I cut off my own ear, and I'm lucky.
Okay, so you get to reroll both, and now you have to take these results.
It's a 1 and a 5.
Oh shit.
Better.
Oh, that's way
Better,
better.
I guess.
Okay. That might have been 30 seconds.
Naeem, I think this has been 30 seconds.
Hey, Naeem, everybody.
Naeem, everybody. He's crying. He's laughing so hard. Oh, beautiful. That was beautiful.
He secretly liked it.
He loves that. That was highlight of his day.
It's been his dream.
Yeah.
He smells like an angel,
I
in
believe
case
it.
you were curious. Now then, where the fuck was I? Oh,
You were naive.
you roll. You got a 1 and a 6.
5.
5.
1 and a 5. Okay, so
Still good.
Actually, it was a 6 and a 6.
Yeah, it was 2 6.
So
Yeah.
two
start
sixes.
with me, Costello. I can make rocks fall from the sky.
Hey, I bet.
Oh my god. Okie dokie. So the success,
What?
the success is that so you hold up the box, and you do find a
heavy
grub. But what happens is the grub is much larger than you expected. It is under your feet, and it's about the size of a small polar bear. You're on its back, and it's rising up to try and get a bite of your box.
Oh my god, it's
Fluke.
tremors.
It's Beetlejuice.
Oh. Okay.
So the injury is you're not able to. You move the box out of the way, but it managed to latch onto your arm, and it rips one right off.
Oh no.
Take 1 damage.
That's
Okay.
1 damage.
And minus an arm.
Do I cross out my arm?
If you like. This is more for flavor.
Just do a circle and a line over it. There you go.
Not
Make sure you
fun.
cut off your ear.
And no ear.
No ear. And remember, if you want to help people, you can donate to give them extra ears that they can pull from a pool.
We love ears.
We'd love
I
some
don't,
ears.
but they sure do.
Yeah, obviously you don't love ears.
I like
Oh.
misfortunes.
Because you don't
Don't have
any
any.
ears.
You probably
They're
don't.
internal, okay? Where are yours, furry bastard?
Mine are right here.
I'm so not.
They're very
You also don't have a nose. Do you not like noses either?
We also don't
I don't like
Yeah.
yours. I'm happy I don't have that one.
Or a personality?
Or
Or talent?
Or talent.
Are you not a fan of those either?
Oh my gosh.
Or a
so
wardrobe.
But you do
He's
love
not,
frog
he's not
faces.
disagreeing, so.
He's not,
Apparently.
he's not
Wow.
disagreeing.
Okay. Oh, everyone take a pot shot. Everyone take a pot shot.
You
What?
smell cucumber.
I do.
I know, you don't bathe. It's gross.
It's a lot of extra work. Okay. So now you're riding on top of a giant grub that's trying to eat you, Marbit. Berkington, you're slowly being covered in sap.
Sap.
And Costello, what the fuck are you doing?
Well, I was looking for mushrooms, but I now.
Well, you slipped and fell.
I slipped and fell, so I'm just kind of like looking at the sky right now, just enjoying my life. But then I hear screams of
Not
terror.
contributing to society.
Oh, it must be me because her mouth is full of.
That's
sap.
true. That's true. So I see this worm rising up out of the ground, and I run at it with my ancestral heirloom, the Colossus of Clout, and I'm gonna whack the worm.
That's a 2. Nice.
What is that? That
Is that a crit?
that looks like a
What is
6.
that?
Yeah. Oh, yep. That's a 6 and a 4.
That looked like a lot of turning before you agreed on 6. Oh, wait a minute. Let me flip this fucker over. That's a 6.
Sorry.
It looks
It
weird.
has a symbol. It
Yeah,
doesn't have
it wasn't.
What is this?
Oh,
Oh, it's a
that's
lightning bolt.
Okay,
The
so a 6
symbol-
and a what?
It's a
What?
Mighty Morphin.
Yeah.
It's a Mighty Morphin
Because
Lightning Bolt.
sometimes the symbols are on the ones and sometimes the symbols are on the sixes.
Now what, Naeem? Now what?
I like that he comes
wants
in all
more
serious
cuddles
and then
from
he
me.
just laughs. It's the best.
Hey, buddy. Is that for me? Me turn around?
Hi, cucumber.
I know. They know you're here.
Hi, cucumber.
Hi.
So what's
What?
happening with the worm whacking?
Huh?
There's a lot
Just-
of worm whacking going
just
on.
another
Yeah, yeah.
Saturday
over
night
there.
for
Costello
Ryan.
over there whacking the worm, as you do. And
Oh boy.
so you got a 6 and a what?
I got a 6 and a 4.
Okay.
When I'm
So
tasty.
yeah, you whack it, and you whack it good. Something good is gonna happen on the next roll. So describe how you damage this worm.
Okay.
Yeah, tell us.
So, I think Naeem's doing the worm down there.
I love this.
Why is Naeem on the floor?
Great.
What? Don't tell me where to look.
Look at us.
Kaiju loves me.
I will when I feel like it.
No, that's me. You're looking at me. Good job.
I know.
Okay. So,
guys.
And cucumber.
oh
I know
dear.
where you are.
You're getting real mean today.
Y'all's a bunch of bitches. So how do you hurt the worm,
So I
Ryan?
yeah.
He's whacking the worm. He's
That was
not
for
hurting
Chunk.
it.
So seeing it like kind of pull up.
What?
Psycho for
God.
Kim.
Ryan really
Sorry.
hates fart noises.
Kim.
So these are for him.
He
Like
gets a visceral
viscerally, he
reaction.
hates them. They
He
like
likes
cause
to-
him pain.
He wants
So
to
this is
vomit.
Naeem's pastime. It's when he gets bored.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
just does fart noises. It's
So
real
I'd like to
funny.
welcome you again to our high-class establishment. The
This
show
is
that
what you
is
signed up for.
Perception
You did not
Check.
know.
Okay.
I like
So
to think they bribed you.
Just let the outrage subside.
there'll be plenty more to be outraged by. It's just
Yes, like when someone doesn't describe how they hurt a worm.
Whack the
5
worm.
minutes.
Okay, God. Okay, so it rears back on its on its.
I hate fart noises, but for some reason, this always makes me laugh.
Because
Because it hurts
it's funnier
crying.
because Ryan's slightly more miserable than everyone else.
So he
Are you regretting your decisions now?
comes charging towards everyone, towards me, with Kim Pinkheart on his back, and just as it's about to try and swallow me whole, I jam my Colossus of Clout into its skull, and it just explodes.
Wow.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay, fine. So it explodes all over the place. And yeah, so the next roll is gonna be good, but basically now you just got a bunch of globes.
There it goes.
Yeah, like that.
It exploded.
Yeah,
So
all
now you have
delayed
to,
like that.
There's a lot of pieces that you got to collect. But hey, but now you got worm bits.
But he has
Sweet.
a bucket.
Norton has a good point.
that?
Worms don't have skulls.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big
this one
worm.
might-
Well, it's a grub. It's not technically a worm.
I don't
So
think they
it's a
have
larva,
skulls
so it
either.
does have mandibles and a head.
Okay.
Yeah.
Goblins
Sure.
also exist in
Well-
this world.
Sounds like we got all the grubs we needed.
Oh.
Hey.
Yeah.
So yep, you got your grubs.
Okay, I run towards, what's your guys' name?
This is Dawson.
I go, Dawson! Dawson, I'm here! Dawson, I'm here! I'm here!
Dawson, we got
Can't
Dawson
hear him.
here.
And I got
Because-
Dawson, and I grab Dawson by the waist, and I yank him off the tree
Okay.
really hard.
Roll a die.
Ooh.
Just one? Do you want to use anything?
Can I? Yeah, I don't think my silliness is gonna work
I
on
don't
this.
think either. Okay.
Oh, but don't I get an extra good thing because the last
Yes,
roll?
you get to add 1 to this roll.
So it's a 5, so plus 1 is 6.
That's a 6. That's a success. The 5 was a success as well.
Yay.
Yay.
So yeah, describe how you get her out.
So
Or
I
him out. Sorry.
pull him out and I go, "Ugh," boom, and I pull him out, and
Fearless.
and
Completely
some of that
fearless.
sap that was like gooping into his mouth stays on the tree. So it's fine. Everything's okay.
I like to think that the sap now has a little goblin-shaped hole in the
Yeah, it's a
middle.
goblin-shaped hole.
Yeah.
And now that sap is like been activated, it's not just leaking out of the tree. So I stick my bucket underneath it,
All right.
and I fill up my bucket.
Okay.
Captain
One
of
more
Sap.
roll.
For bucket filling,
Yes.
I just fill it underneath.
You're also a shitty goblin.
3.
Ooh.
So it starts to fill the bucket, and then you get distracted by something and turn a little bit.
Is it Naeem walking into the room?
Yeah, it's Naeem walking into the room. But now I'm looking at him. Or am I looking at Amber? No one will ever know.
No, now you're looking at me. They
No! Anyway, so as you turn away, the sap continues to pour, and the weight of it on the side of the bucket is starting to pull you down. So it's gonna be harder for you. So basically, you're gonna have to separate the thread of sap that's coming down from the tree into this bucket. It's a lot of sap.
What a
Okay.
sap.
So wait, sorry, I don't know what happened.
Okay, so you know it's like if you're pulling like a piece of gum or something like that.
Yeah.
And like the strand gets all heavy on one side and starts to
Yeah.
droop. That's what's happening with the sap. So you're in the bucket, something made a noise, and then you turn the bucket, and then the
Oh.
sap is still pouring down this way, but now it's weighing down on the bucket. It's
Uh
starting
oh.
to pull you over.
Uh-oh.
Can I fix it?
You can try.
I try to go back and go underneath.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, you succeed. So you basically give it like a nice. It's brittle-ish now. It's starting to dry out in the air, so you're able to just snap it at the thread. Now you have a bucket of the sap. So you have the sap, and you have the
Yeah.
grub worm.
We
Now
gotta
we need
find some
rot rooms.
rot rooms.
Rat rooms.
Well, I guess we'll go do Costello's job. Since was
Are you
kinda-
still just lying on the ground?
No,
No, you
I-
fought a worm. You
I
fought
fought
a
a
worm.
worm.
He whacked the worm.
Helped with the grub situation.
Yeah.
He did. He did.
Are
Yeah.
there any pigs or boars in this forest?
Not that you are aware of.
There's a boar.
Ooh.
I think we need to put like a what is it?
Misfortunes are available for only $10. I will allow you to direct them all to Costello.
I think we need to put like some sort of limiter on him when like depending on how much sleep he's got. Before. So if it's less, you know he's gonna just say dumb things all night. So
Yes.
And we
Okay.
lower that bar, the worse the joke is that comes out of his mouth.
yeah.
So rat rooms.
Rat rooms.
Rat rooms? So yeah, you're looking for rat rooms.
I start looking around. I scan the horizon.
Ooh.
Ooh, okay.
Do I see some?
Make a roll, sir.
Just one?
I use my camera and I look through the lens of my camera so
Alright,
I can
that's
zoom
two
in and
dice.
look around.
If you hurt yourself doing this, I'll be very happy.
You still
5
have...
and a 1.
Wait!
Wonderful.
Wait!
Yes.
I don't have a camera. It's
There
a
we
toot
go.
flute.
Oh, that's right.
You look through
I
your
will
tooth
re-roll.
You
this.
can use that as a periscope, I guess.
Yeah, I use it as a periscope. I go,
Okay.
telescope.
I rolled a
Whoa.
2. Unless you want to let him use it as a periscope, and then I'll keep that 5 and 1.
Let's use the 5 and 1.
Okay.
Okay,
Did I do
so
Did I do it?
yeah, you got it. So you're able to spot when you climb a tree, so you can get better clearance. You can see with your whatchamacallit, the toot flute.
Toot
And
flute.
so basically, you spot it leaning out, and then you lose your
Ooh.
balance, and you tumble down the tree. You hit every branch on the way, much like you did with the ugly tree when you were born, sir.
Oh.
And then, listen, it's bad jokes all around tonight. So yeah, basically you just get whacked around a lot. So you're super bruised. You might have broken a few ribs, something like that.
So I
but
took
you're-
damage?
Yeah.
So when I land on the ground, there was a stick pointed out, and my head went straight through it, and I'm dead.
And you're dead.
You're dead? That
I'm
one's
dead.
dead.
Oh no.
Is that what that
A
music
wild
means?
Gungan springs
No,
from
no,
the
it was
bushes.
dead.
It means a
It
donation.
is frothing at the mouth and
God damn
clearly
it.
has rabies. The only thing it yells is Annie, Annie, Annie. Defend
Oh, dear.
yourselves. Hashtag misfortune.
So you start to get toward the mushrooms or the rot rooms, and as you're closing the distance between you and the rot rooms, there's a small box. Hold on, Jesus.
Another one.
Ooh.
Hashtag misfortune twice the hashtag cost. Hello, because Ryan is being a bigger jerk to Cucumber than Chunk. Kiz, this is unusual and satisfying.
All right, Shidahari, make sure you describe what those two misfortunes are so we can chuck them in, okay? I shall watch the chat for you. But in the meantime, so a Gungan comes up like, Annie! Annie!
Lisa busting with happiness.
All he can say is Annie. That's all. That's what the donation said. Annie! Well, somebody does. So yeah, stupid dead.
So who's this?
He's just running around.
So he just emerges. There's like a small puddle that you realize was a deeper bog than it looked like. And
There you go.
Smiling to see in your side.
that keeps happening over and over again.
This is so
Damn it.
smiling to see in your side.
This is farts to me, just so you guys know.
This is so smiling to see in your side.
Oh gosh. And so yeah, so he He emerges from the bog and he's foaming at his stupid little tube mouth. And he starts like flailing at you like he wants a hug, but like he doesn't have hands anymore. He just has really sharp forearms, like Radius and Ulna's just poking out.
Oh.
So it's like he wants to do gentle things to you, but he's not capable. So he's basically, if he gets his arms around you, he's gonna hug you with his stabby bones.
Okay.
She said the misfortunes, or he said.
Oh,
they
sorry.
said the misfortunes.
So the misfortunes were, number one, Costello thought he escaped being injured by the giant worm, but didn't realize that the worm got worm goo, a portion of it landed on its skin. It has a toxic quality that makes him constantly thinking he's hearing fart noises that aren't there. That's number one, waiting
That's
for
good.
number two.
That's good.
So yeah, so the it starts to seep into your skin. Your pores start to burn a little bit and it tingles, and suddenly you feel like, oh, it's not so bad. You're doing okay. And then you just start hearing things, sir. And it's terrible, it's awful. And you can't not hear it anymore. It's in your skull, rattling around.
Is there anyone else hearing that? It's just.
What, Annie?
No. It's like,
These are busting with happiness.
We're both in hell. We're both in hell right now.
All right. Since Terry died, Juan, who is smart, makes his entrance.
He wears
Okay.
glasses.
Hola, amigos. Buenos dias.
He
Great.
says, Buenos dias.
Okay, you don't have to be offensive about
We
it.
can't speak Spanish.
God, don't try.
That's how goblins speak Spanish.
okay.
Did I miss the number two? I don't think I did.
No, he hasn't come by yet.
No, I haven't
Okay,
come up.
someone yell at me when it happens.
Will do.
Yeah, so basically there's a...
Cucumber!
Yes.
Stick it up,
It
up,
came.
up.
It
Oh,
showed
it
up.
happened.
On what?
Miss,
Tell me
what'd you
to
do?
yell
For the
at
next
you.
roll, he's been hearing the voice of a Gungan
Gun.
for long enough that he now thinks he is a Gungan until the next roll he takes.
Nice.
Is it a gun or is it a gun?
He thinks he's a gun.
Gun.
It says gun.
Bang bang.
Bang bang! I'm a gun.
I like that. You're a front loader though, so it's gonna be tricky for you. You're like a musket.
Okay.
You think you're a musket.
He says the thing from Star Wars.
The thing for Star Wars. Fine, you're a Gungan. Damn
Just
it.
to be clear.
I like the idea of him as a musket.
Either is funny.
Either is funny. Okay, so now you think you're a Gungan and you can only hear farts right now.
In your
Okay.
brain.
And yeah. So what are you gonna do? You can't get to the mushrooms without Gungan here wanting to hug you.
I
Oh wait. Since I believe that I'm a Gunyan, I feel like I should be able to just hug him. Anyway.
Uh-huh.
Because
Yeah, you would want to, absolutely. He's an old friend.
he's an old friend.
He's your buddy.
So I'll try and take him out with a
busting
hug.
with happiness seeing this again.
Okay.
There's
I'll
too
roll.
many.
One was plenty.
Oh no!
We're quite overwhelmed.
I'm dead.
Oh, thank Christ. So,
The misfortune carries over.
So who is dead? Who is dead?
the misfortunes will expire at the end of a scene, usually. So basically, at the end of
A stage.
a task. So once this task is actually no, sorry, a stage. You're right. So once this stage is done, they'll dissipate. So
Oh,
right
they
now,
can't-
this next goblin, the same shit splashed on him, and now he's going through the same issue. What was that?
It's a mosquito hawk.
Oh, they're harmless.
How?
I think it's a mosquito hawk.
How?
or
It
a
is.
real big mosquito.
They're so big.
Is it big?
Yeah, they don't do anything though.
They eat mosquitoes.
Yeah, but not
Gonna be
people.
okay.
They're
It's gonna be
scary
okay.
to look at.
True.
So's
It's
chunk.
attacking your dad.
It is attacking my dad.
Murder.
Murder
Now
that kill.
Kaiju's on the hunt.
Yes, he's.
No,
go
it's
get him,
right
Kaiju.
there.
Oh.
Oh, so
Alright.
now
This
Kaiju
way.
ran away.
Oh well.
Anyways,
Yes. So I was
There's
hugging
bugs in the
him,
bog.
and I got a 1.
Yeah, so he hugs you, and his radius on one side, the ulna on the other, go through your arteries, and you just bleed out while hugging him, and you're very happy about it at the time. You're just overjoyed because Gungans are fucking dumb enough to think that dying is fine as long as you're hugging a friend.
Exactly.
That's
Aw.
poetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it is.
And sad. So the next one jumps in, has your same madness, but the Gungan, he's like locked into the dead goblin, so he's just kind of, they're both sinking into the mud together.
What's his name?
What?
Yep.
What's his name?
Yes.
You're an asshole.
Stay forever.
We are less than 45 minutes into this show, and she
Oh
she already understands.
Thank you.
One of us. One of us.
One of us. One of us. One of us.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
I run over to the Gungan, and I pull out my toot flute, and I put it up to his head.
Okay. You
I
finish
shoot.
him off. You don't have to roll for it because he can't do
Yeah.
anything to defend himself.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
I killed the Gungan.
You did.
That's
Well,
so
I mean,
sad.
he
Finally
was
happened.
dying anyway.
I'm
You kind
sad.
of
He was rabid. It's like Old Yeller. You're
I'm
putting him
sad
out of his
now.
misery.
You
It was for the best.
It was for the best.
I'm still
He's
sad
free
about
now.
don't be sad.
He
You
gets
can
to
touch
eat all the
Not a
goober
puppy.
fish in the sky or some shit.
Gooberfish.
It's so soft.
Okay, I guess I'm a
Don't
puppy
just
now.
You've always been.
All right,
happy.
so the mushrooms are up for grabs.
The what?
we get
mushrooms.
the mushrooms.
So we grab them.
I grab
Yeah.
them. Grab them.
Shroom.
Nothing else in the way, so you get the mushrooms. They're all
yes,
yours.
we don't even have to roll.
You don't.
And risk dying.
Sweet.
All right, so now the madness has worn off of the Costello Goblin.
Because everything's in the bucket.
Yes. So you head back to the clearing, and Merrick is standing there with his arms crossed and just kind of looks at a pot. Looks at you, looks at the pot.
Oh.
Get ready, go now.
Put the things in the pot.
Oh, I take
Yeah,
it.
so he wants you to make the slop.
We put the
things
sap.
in the
We
pot
put
and
the
the
make it in the
grubs
the grubs
and the rot rooms.
and the rot rooms, and we like stir.
Okay.
That one's pretty self-explanatory.
All right, so we're gonna roll for a couple of these things.
No, we're not.
The first thing
No,
you're
we're
gonna
not.
roll for is setting the fire.
Oh gosh.
So who has to do that?
Who
I'll do
wants
it.
to
I'll
light the
fire.
Okay.
All right, what's his name?
Yep.
I hate you.
5.
Well, at least he lit a
The
fire.
fire ignites. Everything's
Oh,
fine.
yeah. Now what?
Now
What
you
do you want us
have
to
to,
Yeah, we
roll
already
for?
explained what we wanted to do. So
we
you
don't
have
know
to
how
tell
to
us what we're rolling
cook.
for.
you're gonna have to. So to mix these ingredients, some of them are a bit more volatile than others.
Uh huh.
So the mushrooms, the spores are very dangerous if they get out. When you just pick them, they're fine. But if you heat them, they open up and they fly into the sky, and they can
Okay.
be very dangerous for
That
you.
sounds fine.
So I put them in the pot, and I immediately put a lid on it,
Ah.
Okay.
and I put some water in it so that it'll, get wet.
When
and
do you
will
put the
fly
water
more.
in? After you put the lid
No,
on?
I put the water before I put the lid on.
That's not what you said.
Obviously.
Wait,
Okay.
but do you put the mushrooms in after the water or before the water?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you're not being very quick.
I put a little bit of water in it, then I toss the mushrooms in,
Okay.
and then I put the lid on.
Right away.
Right away.
Okay. Okay, so it starts boiling.
Damn, that's
And
quick.
once it starts boiling, now's when you have to roll.
Ah,
One.
for
It's
what?
like popcorn.
Oh, but you're
You'll
smart.
Okay, I roll.
You use
And
your
I'm smart.
intelligence.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my intelligence.
Okay, that's
Mi
two.
inteligencia.
2 dice.
Wait, is that right? Yeah, I did.
Using his intelligence, that's
fours.
a first for
Two
Chunk.
fours.
Okay.
In your face.
So nothing
I did
terrible
it.
happens. It continues to boil. Your intelligence tells you that if it continues to boil for much longer, the spores are kind of swimming around in the steam, and if you open the lid either too slowly or too quickly, they're gonna.
I turn the heat down.
Okay. How?
I take the pot off the fire.
Okay. With your bare hands, make a roll.
Oh, God. Jeez.
You can't use your smarts on
You should
this
use a
one.
hobgoblin to put the fire out.
A 1.
Oh.
Oh
Aw.
my goodness.
Aw.
You can cut off your lucky ear.
Aw. I cut off my lucky ear.
To re-roll.
Okay,
So we
reroll.
6.
All right, so you
Ah!
move through. It sears your forearms, but you've done this sort of thing before, apparently. So your calloused forearms are not harmed as you move the pot from one place to another. Yeah. All right. So it's cooled down. The danger of the rot rooms is now subsided.
Cool.
I got it, you guys. I got it.
Cool.
You did it.
I did it.
Since you gathered the grubs, you want to put the
You
grubs
want
in.
to-
I put the grubs in the pot.
Look at her go.
Okay. Roll to do this.
Roll to grow.
Roll to put pot.
Roll 2 grubs.
4?
4. So you manage to get it close to the pot, but I think you try to open the lid. Goblins aren't smart, so you try to open the lid, and the lid is hot, and you try a couple
Oh,
times.
with my bare hands.
Yes, with your bare hands.
happens.
And so you don't take damage, but you can't quite figure out how to get these things into that thing without there being danger.
Because I'm
So-
very stupid.
Yes. So the next person who tries will get a +1 to their roll. Actually, 2 +1s because that was 2 4s, right? Yeah. Oh.
For some reason, while the food is cooking, everyone intently looks at what? Extreme close-up on Ryan. For 60 seconds. The group can somehow feel that if one laughs, then one will die suddenly from sleep deprivation. Hashtag misfortune.
So we have to stare at him?
I'll allow it. So basically, if you guys can make Ryan laugh, his current goblin dies. Once it goes into close-up mode. There it is.
It's
Get
in
him.
close-up mode.
Get him. Yeah, get him.
That's good.
Oh,
I don't
look
know
at
how
that
to make
hair.
Ryan laugh.
Look at that
I don't know
haircut.
him.
That's okay.
Did you just ask for one length across your whole head?
He probably did.
All right. So, what was the next
I
thing?
don't know.
All right. So who's gonna roll to try to put the?
I don't know how to make Ryan laugh.
Oh, there it is.
Anyway, so who's gonna roll to put the grubs back into the pot?
What?
She's just like us.
I've already failed to do this, so.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I
I mean, you can try again. It'll just be another roll.
I will try.
Okay.
I will try.
There are 2 floating +1s here, so.
I will try to put the grubs in. I grab a giant leaf from the ground.
Look at
Okay.
that sexy chest hair coming out of his shirt.
Woo!
You guys notice
Always.
that? Always. Look at that.
Oh, so gentle, so kind.
He's probably sweaty, so be careful.
He's like the bitter sap tree.
He is. It's not.
It's a little delayed.
Yeah, it's about like 10 seconds delayed. It happens.
What?
Matt's calling for you.
What, Matt?
He wants you to go over there.
Why?
Get out of here.
What?
Nobody wants you.
What?
Hey.
Sorry. So I grab a big leaf from the ground
Yes.
and I use it as a pot holder to take off the lid while I scoop the little grubbies in. Then I put it back and put the leaf back on the ground.
Chat says Ryan laughed.
Did he?
He did.
They
He
say he
chuckled.
cracked.
Yeah, he did. He chuckled.
How's your goblin die, Ryan?
Well, when she picks up the leaf, she accidentally picks up my coattails as well. And so she picks
Dawson's
up
a
me
boy.
up and then, huh?
Dawson's a boy?
Oh, whatever. Okay.
You can't just assume genders.
Yeah,
Ryan.
don't assume gender.
God.
So he picks me up along with it
It's
and
the
puts
great
me in the
hair.
pot, and I start boiling to death.
That is fine.
Fabulous. And both of yours were successes?
You didn't tell me to roll.
Oh, fine. Fuck it.
I just told
Grubs
you what
go
I was
in.
gonna
You
do.
did it right. And then, yes, so what's his name is now in the pot along with the mushrooms.
Protein and flavor.
Protein and flavor.
Ooh,
One thing
Yeah.
left.
extra goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Now we need the sap. I'm scared of the sap, so I am not doing the sap. It tried to kill me.
It did.
It did. So, y'all.
All right, I'll take the sap. I'll do the
Okay.
next part.
So you have it in the bucket.
I have it in the bucket. I tip the bucket over into the pot slowly.
Did
All
you
right.
take the lid off?
Yes, I took the lid off.
At this point, it's very cool. So it does pour in. The sap does pour in, but you're having you notice it's a little gummy at the top, so it's not entirely coming out. So you have to find a way to scrape it from the top of the bottom of the barrel into the thing.
Where
toss to the
I
bottom
grabbed
of
the like whatever the body parts are left of Costello's last guy is, like one of the arm bones, and I
Yeah,
use
sure.
that to scrape it.
It's in the pot. It's not completely boiled off though. You'd have to rip it off in order to
That's
use
fine.
it. Okay, so
Alright.
you have to roll to actually pull the
All
arm
right,
from the
I
body.
rolled to pull the arm up,
You're gonna use your smarts?
and I know, yeah, because I'm smart. I know where the ligaments and the stuff is.
The joints.
Okay, so that's 2.
A 4 and a 5.
Ooh.
And
All right.
there's a +2, 2 + 1.
Yes. Uh-oh.
What will it be?
Hashtag misfortune chunk attempts to help with cooking but trips and falls into the fire.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna bend
come
this
on.
one. I'm not gonna go for insta death. I'm gonna give you a chance to get out of it. But you
Okay.
do. So you succeed in pulling to get the arm off. And something good will happen. And one of those turns into a thingy, right?
I don't know. what
Because
you're
there was a +1 still floating. So that was 2 5s. That's actually 2 successes. So
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
arm is off cleanly, and not much else happens. But as you're celebrating, because you got the arm to get the goo in, as you finally pull it off of, you scrape the rest of the sap into the barrel, and you're celebrating, and you trip and you fall into the pot.
Oh no.
In the pot?
into the pot. But again, it's not on the fire yet. But you're starting. The sap is starting to attach to you while you're in there, so it's going to be tricky for you to get out. Or you just give up and die.
Oh, no. Okay. So I try to climb back out of the pot. I'm like, no.
Okay.
No.
It's getting real thick in there now because of all the grub meat and the shrooms.
So I hear him calling my name, and I come over to throw the pot, to
Yes.
help him get out.
He called your name.
Yeah, he said no.
No.
I don't know.
You can hit him.
Please do.
Please.
Do it.
I'll save it for later.
Okay.
Oh.
Actually, you probably do.
Ooh.
I don't
No.
know. Yeah.
Sorry, that was bad. That was bad.
Anyway,
Terrible.
so you come running towards him. What do?
Flip the pot.
You flip the pot?
Yeah, he's inside.
Yes.
We're gonna spill
No,
the
you
tea.
can try.
Getting
I'm
out.
a dumb goblin.
You roll to flip the pot.
I got a 6.
No.
Yeah, you're happy. You flip the pot. Music Maker goes flying out. You're Juan right now?
I saved you. I what?
Juan.
You're
I'm
Juan right now?
Yeah, Juan.
Juan. Okay, so
Juan.
Juan, you come
Juan.
out. Huh?
Juan.
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 I'm doing it. So you and all the rest of the slop roll out of the pot.
Ah.
You see a couple of hobgoblins who are sitting playing cards, just. And they get up and they start walking slowly over to you to make sure that they saw what they thought they saw.
Oh.
I immediately point at Costello.
I follow suit and also point at the Costello goblin.
I try to scoop the slop back into the pot, but also dirt gets in it.
Okay.
Adds flavor.
All right, Marbet, you can roll for that.
Okay. That's a 1.
So as you reach your hands into the slop, it's not really hot anymore, but all the poison of the shrooms. It's
Oh.
fine for the hobgoblins and the orcs, because they're just built of tougher stuff than you. But
Yeah,
it
yeah.
just starts. It does. That's your second wound.
What?
Was that your second wound? Did you say?
So you're next.
Or is that your first?
Oh yeah, I'm dead.
So you're
Okay,
dead.
so
Yeah.
you lean in to grab it, and the poison from the mushroom starts eating away at your arms,
no.
and then as you're trying to lean forward to get one arm out, the other arm goes
Oh,
in.
my other arm got chopped off.
Oh, sorry, yeah,
I
just
only
the
have
one. So you just slowly,
It's happening.
you just boil away like Terminator.
Dang.
Yeah. Do.
I died for the slop.
And then another goblin appears.
And another goblin appears and can pick up where you left off because the slop is still outside of the bucket or inside of the pot.
The next one is Yellow Star.
Hmm.
I'm named after the marshmallow shapes in Lucky Charms.
That's amazing.
And this
Marvin.
this one is apathetic.
Very
Fabulous.
good.
Okay.
Very good.
So, slop's on the
Apathetic,
ground.
diabetic, sympathetic,
Hobgoblins are
diabetic,
staring at you guys. Well,
Uh,
actually, not at you guys. They're staring at. Well,
Costello.
who are you now?
I don't know.
They're staring at. I don't know. Yeah.
So
So I run over to the slop and I use whatever's left of Marbit's the other goblin, and I
Uh-huh.
kind of push the body and the rest of it like back in.
Uh-huh.
I use it kind of like a scoop, like a shovel thing,
Okay.
and I push to put it back in the pot.
Roll for that.
Do they
Oh.
eat goblins?
why not?
They're not
No.
averse to it.
Okay.
Goblins are so dispensable in this universe. They're like
Are you
toilet
using
paper that
smarts?
can get your mail. They don't give a shit about you guys.
I'm gonna use my smarts to do this.
Because he used a tool.
Mhm.
Mhm,
That
mhm.
denotes intelligence. 5 and a 6.
5 and a 6. That does it. So you use Marbet and you scoop up what's left of her into the thing. Use her as the pushing agent. Everything's back into the pot, and they notice all the extra meat, all the extra goblins goblin pieces and stuff that are in there, and they're like,
Good slop.
and they just kind of like walk off, and they go sit down. They start playing cards again.
Do we have to put it back on the fire?
Yes, because right now the sap is just one big lump in the middle of it.
Okay, so I continue my motion and I look and I put it back in the fire.
Okay, so once more you have to roll
Ugh,
because you're near an open flame and you're a goblin.
just a
4.
4. Okay. You don't quite make it there, but you get it up like halfway. You could use an extra push.
I'll push him.
Okay, so you get a +1 on this roll.
Cool. 6.
6.
Plus
Perfect.
7.
So that's a 7. Boom, 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 boom. Please describe how wonderful this slop is in all of its great detail.
So I push him, and in turn, that pushes it onto the flame, the beautiful open flame, which for some reason, like another goblin or someone has added this like delicious smelling wood onto the fire. So when we lift up the little lid, all that beautiful, delicious smelling smoke infuses this slop with a smoky flavor. It's like smoking the meat.
Ooh.
And so it just becomes the most delicious, smoky, like stew that all of these bugbears and hobgoblins have ever eaten in their life.
Wonderful.
It's just delicious.
The two that were playing cards, they just perk up like, and like that one mouse in Rescue Rangers just like start floating towards it, completely enamored. They pull out bowls and all this stuff. They start sharing it with all the other hobgoblins. Once they all have a bite, Merrick takes his bowl and he eats, and he gives you guys an approving nod, which is short-lived because he then points at you and says,
Set up tents. No.
Oh, come on.
so you have to set up the rest of the camp, which is just, it's just building tents.
That's fine.
Something you've never done before. Monterey Jack, thank you, chat. I forgot his name.
Monterey.
He's adorable. So, for these tents,
Yeah, they're right now all the materials are on the backs of the duocorns.
okay.
And
What?
Dual
The
corns,
dual
it's
corns.
like unicorn, but with
Two horns.
Oh, dual corns.
Yeah.
Latin roots.
Yeah, just be clear when you
Yep.
speak so I can understand you.
Okay, Juan,
Juan.
Did it.
I did do it. You just can't hear it.
I heard it.
Thank
Okay.
you.
He refuses to hear it.
All right, so they're on the backs of a couple of the duocorns. They're just bundled up. They're clearly marked. It's just tent in Orcish, which you can read, thankfully.
Oh, good.
All right, well, walk up to one of the dual corns.
Yeah.
And pull off the stuff that I need. Put it on the ground so we can figure out what it looks like.
Okay. So you what falls out is it's almost instructions. It's a bunch of poorly drawn, like infographic style instructions.
So not IKEA.
Actually, very similar to IKEA.
Oh, I see.
It's all
Is
just
that little
pictures.
man?
It's all pictures.
Little
What?
man,
Is that
the-
the little man?
Yep, there's a little man, but in your case, it's like a little hobgoblin.
Cute.
He's all adorable. He's got big old eyes and stuff, and like
The
one little
big
tusk.
old nose.
Mm-hmm.
my favorite part.
He's got like a little hood on,
Mm-hmm,
but he looks so he looks so sweet.
Aw.
But anyway, so basically, there's
Aw.
one long giant pole. There's a bunch of canvas, and a few other steady support poles.
Okay.
This one will be easy, you guys,
They're
just so
going
you
slow.
know.
I'm like, how's he gonna make this really difficult? Ooh.
Well, generally knowing how I've seen tents be set up before, I would imagine there's like guide wires that would be anchored. I hate you into the ground. So I'm gonna take my Colossus of Clout and start pounding in the anchor points.
Okay, roll for that.
Yeah. Oh gosh. A 2 and a 3. I get hurt.
Yes, you do. And something bad happens. So
And something bad.
you, one of the support beams breaks. So you hit your own toe, but you also hit one of the beams. So there's like 4 big support beams, and one of them is now slightly shorter than the rest because you snapped off the bottom of it.
Hmm.
And
Well, we should just make them all the same height then, I guess.
I would like to take whatever pieces of wood and try to form them into a tent shape.
We don't know how to build tents. Clearly.
All right, I'll describe this infographic a little
I
bit
don't
further.
know. Is it like a tent this way, or like do I take a string and put it between 2 trees and then drape it? Like,
It's
what is
it's
it?
like a war camp tent. So you have one like kind of central mast type thing in the center. So one really big pole, and then a canvas goes over the center of that. Is spread out in a
Game of
circular
Thrones
fashion.
style.
Yeah.
Okay.
So there's just a few posts, one thing in the middle to keep the top tall, and yeah, generally it's built around a fire so everybody's warm and cozy.
And there's a hole in the middle,
Yes,
so the smoke can escape,
yes,
so they don't get carbon monoxide poisoning
Mm-hmm.
right.
Smoke inhalation.
and smoke inhalation.
Yes.
We're educational.
Okay.
Okay, so let's put this big pole in the middle.
Yeah, so we go and put the big pole first.
Okay. So I would say that's gonna take 2 of you, and each of you gets to roll a die.
just said we do
I know.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm rolling for me and you. You get the blue
Okay.
die. I get the purple.
Okay.
You got a 6? No,
Yeah.
I got a 6. You got a 1. The blue one's the one.
So you manage to get your end, Burgington, into the ground, and you do it with such gusto. You fling Music Maker, who's holding on to the other end. Juan goes flying
Juan.
and hits a nearby tree.
Sorry, Juan.
Juan.
Sorry, Juan. I said it both ways.
Oh wait, am I dead? No.
No.
No, you're
I
fine.
think that's
I
just
got-
the one.
Yeah,
I
it's
got
just
one.
the one.
Just
Let
the
me
one.
mark it off.
I'm okay, you guys. Todo está
Just the
bien.
Juan for Juan.
The noise startles
My problema.
one of the duocorns,
Oh no.
and it starts to kind of like shake off its load a little bit. Nothing else happens after that, but it's starting to freak out a little bit.
Okay.
Okay. I throw the canvas on the pole, which is what I think you said how to do this.
Yes,
Okay. I do the thing.
you do the thing. Roll for that.
Roll for the thing.
4.
All right. So you get about halfway up, and you're struggling to get it over the top. But the next roll will get an additional 1.
I use my Colossus of Clout to like give myself a little bit of extra height and help
Okay.
her get it up over the giant pole.
All right, that's 2 dice.
I'm dead and a 3.
Please describe how that happened.
Well.
Oh wait, even with the +1?
Well,
Was
it's
it a
still
1 or a 2?
Wait, do I get to choose which one to add it to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still a 2.
It was a 1.
All right, then yeah, you're doomed.
So, I imagine since I'm taking some hints from the chat here, they I'm starting to like get it up over the tent pole.
Right.
Like I start like we're almost getting there, and then so I climb on
Yellow Star.
Yellow Star's back, get it all the way up to the top of the pole, and then I lose my footing and just skewer myself all the way down the pole.
Ugh.
Gross.
Wonderful.
Yes.
We can use him for the fire.
Yes.
Goblins burn well.
If you can get them off of the pole.
No.
All right, so the tent's almost done.
So now do we just have to set up the
The
little,
little
poles?
poles.
Yep, little poles.
All right, I grab a little pole and I run and I go bloop.
Okay. Roll for that bloop.
5.
All right. You bloop, and you bloop it well.
Yeah.
It bloops.
How many more bloops do we have to do?
3 more.
Yeah, 3 more. But I'll let these other 3 just be 1 roll, so that we can move on.
No.
Oh.
No.
I want to do every single one of them.
All right, roll for each of them right now.
Okay, I go bloop. The next one.
1 die per.
6.
Yay!
Right. Bloop.
Bloop. The next one.
1.
You get
Lucky here.
overzealous.
You shouldn't have done this.
You
No,
bloop
should've
this
done
one
it.
so hard,
Lucky
your
here.
face,
In
your teeth.
hindsight, I already used my lucky year, didn't I?
Not on Juan?
Is
oh,
this
one
dead?
lucky year.
All right. Lucky you're it.
I'm pretty sure he didn't use
No.
it.
Yeah,
No,
so in
he
this
didn't.
case, you're going to re-roll those last 2 because the first one already succeeded.
What?
Huh?
You have to re-roll everything, right? You rolled 3, or are you doing them
doing
in
them as
succession?
individuals.
Okay, all right, so re-roll this one.
1.
No.
No.
Please
Bye,
describe his
Oh.
death.
Oh. I go to put it and go bloop, but I kind of miss and I miss the hole and it just bounces back and it goes in my mouth, out the back,
Oh.
and I just go.
Oh, he's a rod puppet.
So your head, as it slides down, does like that that children's wooden toy thing. It's like like all the way down. The teeth are like bouncing along the wood, like.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All
So we
right,
got 2
Juan's
of them.
dead. In
Alright,
comes Tammy.
Who?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Oh no.
She's
I'm Tammy.
adorable.
I'm adorable.
Oh.
Tammy the
Questionable.
adorable. No, it's Tammy the
No,
adorable.
that's her defining feature.
my defining feature.
All right, adorable to goblins. I'll
Oh yeah.
take it. Okay.
Guys.
She actually really is adorable. She's got a little.
okay.
She's like, it's real cute.
It's a little anime face.
One more
Yeah.
roll to finish off this tent.
I'm just gonna sit. I'm gonna sit back.
I'm gonna do it.
I've done enough.
I won.
No.
Oh no.
I really didn't think this is where y'all were gonna fight it.
You guys, we gotta keep going. We can't keep dying.
I didn't die.
Are you
Only
Tammy
took
from
one.
Bob's Burgers?
I'm just Tim. Oh, yeah.
Pretty much.
Wait,
Yeah,
that works
right?
too.
Wow.
You guys.
Do you fart when you get nervous?
I can't.
Oh God.
Because
He
Cammy
has
does.
family
He
parts when
pops
she's
burgers.
nervous.
He farts when she gets nervous.
Yeah.
I love that show.
It's a great show.
Okay. I'm gonna try again
Okay.
because I failed and I hurt myself, and
Yeah.
so I'm gonna try again.
Oh, be careful.
This time I would like to. I hate rolling 2 die because 2 dice because then
Yeah.
it's double the chance.
Instant death.
Maybe. And nobody's pitched in for your ear fund.
I know. There's no ears here, just misfortunes above.
Knees.
So,
I don't know what I'm saying. Okay, I'm just gonna do one. I was gonna use my roll running into things, but no, I got a 4.
4. Okay, you get it mostly, and an impatient hobgoblin just walks over, stares you down, picks it up, and jams it in the rest of the way. The tent is complete.
Yay! No more tent.
I did
No,
something
I can't.
right.
Almost. You died.
We did it. We set up
We
camp.
did it, we did
Task
it.
1
As a team.
complete.
Great. So, Merrick, now fully fed and warming himself by a fire he's just thrown together, sits down and just kind of stares at you.
You wanted to be part of war.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I mean,
Good.
yes, we do.
Be prepared for your first mission.
Today?
Yes.
All right.
Step
I love
1.
missions.
We heard rumor of human camp on other side of bridge.
Hold, please.
Hashtag misfortune I don't know is secretly rummaged through of Goblin Burgington and taken secreted away the double VHS tape of Titanic. Wow. It would sure suck if I don't know suddenly died and took the heirloom with them.
But I did die.
Yeah, so it'll be on your next guy then.
Oh.
Who do you have now?
Today.
Uh,
And tomorrow's
Wait,
pitching.
his soul
Yes.
He
Your
stole my
VHS?
heirloom?
you switch him. Whatever you had, whatever he had, yeah, you now have.
So I get his bat, and he gets my double VHS version of the 1997
Yes, and I'm dead.
blockbuster
so
hit Titanic,
Yeah.
starring the Academy
Do I-
Award-winning Leonardo DiCaprio.
So my next goblin no longer has anything?
No, you have her VHS
You have the
of Titanic,
double
Right.
VHS.
and she has your
Say
bat.
it again.
Do you know the definition of SWAT?
Yes, but he also said he's I'm taking it with him.
Correct,
as he
but
dies.
he named a goblin that was already dead, so I'm giving you a chance for it to not disappear.
Ah.
You're welcome.
You need
Ah.
Or coffee. Pick one.
sleep. He had coffee.
Oh God.
Remember when I said we should make the show just with Felted friends and get it's the humans?
I think his $8
they're
drink
not
had
reliable.
coffee in
Yeah,
it.
listen, man, the upward climb. Yeah, we got to deal with a lot of meat bags before we get there, buddy.
Ah.
We're working on it.
I'm a good meat bag.
I know you're a good meat bag.
Yeah, you're like
I'm a good
50-50.
meat bag.
Kim's winning so far. She's doing the best.
Okay.
She,
So,
she hasn't annoyed me yet.
Okay.
wow.
All right. So,
So-
today's- what?
Your first mission.
Yes, sir? I mean,
If you
yeah,
choose to accept
sir!
We heard rumor of human camp
Oh,
on other side
no.
of South Bridge.
Okay.
Now,
Wait. So if you go south on the South Bridge, does it become the North Bridge?
Just let him finish.
Let him talk.
I like that. This is what I do to people all the time, but for some reason I have support. This is beautiful. I'm just gonna bask in this for a moment. Okay. All right.
There is a human camp on the west side of the South Bridge.
Okay.
You first must find the human camp.
Uh-huh.
Then, you must impersonate a human.
Oh, I'm good at that.
Then, you must steal manifest from a lieutenant.
Excuse me, sir? Sir?
Yes,
What's the manifest?
it is a record of everything that is in the camp. There is something I am looking for.
Ah,
I need it.
okay.
Yes,
Will do.
thank you. Why I say thank you?
You're
I am Merrick. Ah!
He like punches a nearby hobgoblin to regain his toughness.
We believe it.
Okay, we have to. I haven't even been doing my goblin voice. Okay, we have to prepare for war. I forgot I was doing that last week.
All right.
We have to prepare for war, you guys.
Let's do it.
You said you're good
there we
at
go.
impersonating.
Yeah, I know. I don't know. I said that. I don't know.
So keep in mind, you guys as goblins, the types of goblins that you are, each of you is only about 3 feet tall.
So we
Oh,
need two of us
we
on each
have-
other's shoulders.
we have
We
to
need
Muppet Man it.
We have to make it Muppet Man.
Do you
Muppet
think
Man.
2 or 3?
2.
But you're
But
not
then-
standing like on your feet.
Oh yes,
could be
it's 3.
5
Let's
feet
go. We only
tall.
need 3.
Then we'd be 7 feet tall. We'd be a basketball player, wouldn't we?
Hashtag misfortune bacon boy pops out of a hole in the ground and attacks the goblins with his greasy bacon arms.
Oh,
no.
well, that happens. I don't remember what he sounded like. Hey, I'm Biker Boy!
Ah!
I'm made of bacon and shit! I might or might not be real!
I would like to eat his
Oh
arm.
no!
We
You
bite him.
guys.
Yeah, we all bite him.
Bite.
Okay, all of you together?
He's
Yeah.
delicious.
Wonderful. I'm gonna say roll 1 die and then just add 2 to it. Or no,
Who
roll,
wants to
add
roll?
3 to it.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
3,
Add what to it?
3, 6.
6.
6.
We
All right.
succeed.
So I'm gonna let you
Alright.
kill Bacon Boy, but you must describe in great detail how this happens.
Okay, so we smell his delicious odor, and we run over and bite his arms and his legs and take big chunks out, and the grease runs down our faces, and we keep biting him, and we eat his head, and he's all consumed. He no longer exists except in our bellies,
He is delicious.
and we feel stronger having eaten him.
Yeah. We get a +1 to each of our next rolls because we ate the bacon boy.
You wish.
Sometimes you're nice.
Sometimes.
Not this.
And I'm going to say, now that you've all consumed Bacon Boy,
Yep.
Ooh.
I'm going to reserve some indigestion potentially for later.
Rude.
Aw.
You've never really had good bacon before. You mostly eat that kind of slop that you just had. This is like the
That's
cleanest thing you've ever eaten in your life.
Mm.
Your system's not really ready to handle it. So you're all a little grumbly in your tumblies right now.
Grumblies and our tumblies.
Yes.
Okay.
So the bridge is well within sight. So from the clearing where you just built the tent, there is it's just like a little small arcing bridge that goes over the river, and it goes toward a forest. And Merrick has described basically saying like a human has been spotted there, and he was wearing armor. So they assume that this is where the human encampment is somewhere in that forest.
Is there any leftover tarp from the tent materials?
Yeah, there are a couple that you didn't set up because they were for individual like hobgoblins, like lieutenants and stuff like that. So there's still some on the duocorns.
I take one with us.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. You don't have to roll for it. You have it
Cool.
with you.
We have
Okay,
it.
cool. Yeah.
Lovely.
Good thinking. Good thinking.
I would like to search for a nearby shrub.
A nearby shrub. There are plenty of shrubs within walking distance. They're all close by.
One that's nice and not too expensive.
Okay, bud.
He does not speak for me, for I am an independent woman. I would like to.
Yeah. Yeah, girl.
I would like to.
I'm also an independent woman.
I would like to try to pull up the shrub so I can use it to hide as we try to look for the human camp.
I will make you roll for this.
I know.
Because you're yanking something from the ground. Yeah.
I got a 3.
A 3.
I got a 3.
So you start pulling and nothing terrible happens. Just some of the hobgoblins are watching you struggle and they start just pointing and laughing at you.
That's good.
That's fine. That's what happens.
Oh, great. Do I get anything off of it?
A -1 to the next roll.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah. So you're mocked, so you feel terrible.
Oh.
Yeah. Because you're stepping into a bigger world. No one expects you goblins to do well at all.
It's true.
Okay,
I don't know
so-
why the bugbear is.
Can we start like heading towards where we think the camp is? Very quietly and slowly.
Hmm.
Yeah. So to sneak, we'll make 1 die roll, and again, this is for everybody.
Oh dear.
Just 1, and we're not adding anything to it. The result of this die roll is the die roll.
You will be our
Oh,
collective
it's me?
die roller.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're in charge.
Too much pressure.
Do good. Do good.
Oh, no, it's under the.
Was that?
What? We're back. Wait, what?
Okay. But it froze. I'm coming.
We did it. Huh? How? Hey, I see it. No. I'm gonna close the app.
Oh. Hey guys. Hello. I'll be there in a moment. As you
Do it again.
Do what again?
They
Break
want the
it?
echo. They
Oh.
want the echo voice.
So, are we back?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Can
No.
you hear
I
us?
So they
don't
can see
I
us,
don't
but not
know.
hear us.
We'll do charades.
Ooh,
We can do charades.
Okay, so what subject are we doing?
This is bacon in sign language.
This is spaghetti.
What?
We're back.
We're back!
Hi, everybody.
Bacon?
What did you miss?
Okay, let's take it again. We'll keep your roll because that's awesome. So what happened is we came back from break and Marbit here. Which Marbit are we on?
Yellow star.
Yellow.
Yellow Star. So Yellow Star, you have rolled for stealth for the whole party, and you succeeded with a 6.
So we sneaked through and it was fine.
Yes. So
We
you've made it into
We
the
snuck
woods.
it.
We snuck.
So you're into the
Sneaky
woods
nooks.
and you are
Sneaky
moving silently. So now it's just a matter of navigation.
Oh.
We're gonna go
Navigation.
west
I,
over the south.
no, I can't.
What?
Can I use my toot flute again to use it as a telescope?
Mm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have.
I poke my head out.
Oh,
I go,
but
shoo.
I could use
I
your.
don't have.
I look. I use my toot flute as my telescope.
Okay. So roll for that. It's gonna be 2 dice.
2?
2 dice.
A 2 and a 3.
Did I win?
No.
No.
You poke yourself in the eye and you feel an infection coming on.
Oh no, pink
Guys,
eye.
somebody, somebody pooped on your poop flute.
I don't want to get pink
You
eye.
can't wear mascara.
I
with
can't wear
pink eye.
mascara.
You gotta wear your glasses.
Oh.
You can't wear your contacts.
On my contacts. I have to my stupid glasses. They make me look so stupid.
Oh, the
Oh
struggle.
no.
I would like Dawson to say, "If only I had my sacred oracle." Curse
Ooh.
you.
Oh, I can
Colossus
use
of clout.
my lucky cube of fluke to guide us once again, like a divining cardboard box.
There
Yeah.
you
Okay. Roll for that. So it'll be 2
Do I get
dice
2?
for you.
go. 2.
I got a 4 and a 1. That mean I'm dead?
No.
Is that your second wound?
No, that's my first one.
First
Yeah.
one? So no, you're just wounded. Please
Okay.
describe how you managed to damage yourself doing this.
I got a massive paper cut, and
Oh.
it just tore, and it went.
Oh god. Oh.
And it was slow.
No.
And thick because it's a cardboard
And
box.
thick. Cardboard is thicker than paper.
Oh, I'm uncomfortable.
Thank you for that description.
So do we find it?
No, that was a 3 and a 1, right?
That was a 4 and a 1.
4
4 and a 1. Okay, so something good will happen. So, you realize that the trees aren't as thick a little bit further north. So even though you're traveling west, if you go a little bit more northwest, it looks like it thins out, so you might be able to see a little bit better. So the next roll, you have a +1.
Ooh. Let's head north.
Let's do it.
We do the thing.
Whoa.
We do that thing you said.
That thing you
Go
do.
north.
We go.
Okay? You still don't
I would-
find the camp.
Well, I would like to break off because I couldn't do the whole shrub. So I'd like to break off a branch of a tree, a very small branch, so that I can use it to sneak around and see if I can see anything by getting a little closer
Okay.
to this clearing.
So this is shrub 2.0,
This is branch
1.0.
1.
Okay, so
New
roll to
plan.
snap off a branch.
Yeah, try to snap off.
She's
branch.
branching out.
2.
What? No, you get a +1 to that, so that's a 3.
3.
Yeah. It's pulled. I mean, you're basically, you found the right branch. You just can't quite get it off right now. It's like starting to crack, but the tree is still alive, so the wood's green. It doesn't want to give like dead wood does.
Do I get any leaves from it?
Leaves?
Yeah.
Some dead leaves rustle off and fall to the ground, but nothing off of this particular branch. You're still
Can I-
gripping it.
Can I pick those up?
The leaves?
Yeah,
Sure.
the dead leaves.
Yeah.
And then can I just like stick them onto myself?
Yeah.
And that's my new disguise.
You are now covered in leaves. Whether or not this works for you, you shall find out later.
So excited.
You are a walking.
I'm walking
leaf
little
person.
bush.
It's actually like
of
she blends in
leaves.
too because she's already green.
That's true. That's
She
true.
had that
yeah.
sap on
Yeah,
her earlier,
technically.
so it sticks.
She's like tarred and feathered.
Dawson is green and brown. So I mean, it works on him.
Oh, so autumn. Such an autumn.
DeWitt is purple and gray, so I'm glad we're not using her. But yeah, Dawson is green and brown, so walking around. So I would like to go towards that clearing and just kind of walk because I'm a bush.
Okay.
You know, one of those walking bushes.
I'm
You
a
hear.
walking bush.
Yahoo! What is that?
Oh.
I'm a walking bush.
I think it just said it was a walking bush.
Run away! I didn't even
I think we're also looking for the invisible horseman and
So this guy's horn is pretty quiate because yes. So you hear another person come by. So you found a scout. You found a scout, and at the same time, the scout found you. They're curious. I think they don't actually think you're a goblin at this moment. Just going,
Because I told them I'm a walking bush.
Hey, Havish, come look at this.
I'm running away.
What is it, Alec?
So Alec and Havish are just standing. They don't let you get far. They just walk after you.
I think it might be a tree spirit.
Ooh.
I would like to impersonate a tree spirit.
How would you like to do that?
I would like to. I would like to use my good hair to
Ooh.
pretend that it's leaves in the wind. So I'm going to do a dance of the tree spirits, which goes like this. Ready, cucumber?
I'm so ready.
With my good hair.
Please make one roll for me.
Okay. I'm gonna use the purple one because it has sparkles in it.
Going downstairs.
4.
They are mesmerized, but not entirely convinced. They're more confused and uncomfortable.
I'm a tree spirit.
Well, Alec, it says it's a tree spirit.
Yeah, I know.
Bush. And I start running
I
again.
know, Havisham.
I run again.
They,
Running bush.
the two of them continue to run after you. Are you running back toward the other goblins, or are you just running randomly?
I'm just running randomly.
Okay, so you go further into the woods. Which direction?
East.
East. Okay. So that's yeah. So now you're just below where the other folks are.
Yeah.
So they can hear the commotion happening. What are you three doing? Are you just letting this happen? Because you three are still perfectly stealthy.
I use the cloth that I packed earlier
Uh-huh.
and drape it over us,
Huh.
but we're also sitting on each other's shoulders
Okay.
to be a human.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll say you succeed on getting on each other's shoulders.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
So the
crap.
canvas is there. So are you walking toward these two fellows who are chasing her now?
Wait,
Or
who's
him?
on top?
Sorry.
Who's
What?
on top?
Who's on top?
That's
No,
up to you.
who's
I don't
dead?
know.
Oh no.
Oh, who's dead? Which one of us is the head of the human?
I'll be tomorrow.
What?
Never mind, I'll be the
Not
head.
you.
I'll be
Okay,
in
you.
charge.
Tammy is the head.
Tammy's in charge.
I'm gonna beat. I want to be the stomach.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
I would. Can I see that they're doing this?
No,
I'm running.
your eye, you can barely see where you're going. You have leaves in your face.
Okay, so I would like to
And the wind
just
in
run
our
in a
hair.
circle.
Okay, so you run in a circle around the
Big
tree.
circle.
Come on, Alec, we're going to catch him. I know, Havish.
They're just like skipping after you. They're so excited. They've heard stories of tree spirits before, and they're so excited. They heard that if you catch one and you take its heart, then you get to make a wish.
Oh
Might
no.
happen. I
Okay.
would like to try to run back to where they are.
Okay. So you three as one giant shrouded thing with a green face. Continue to. You start to wobble toward, and as they're running around the circle, on like their third round, they just see this giant tarped green faced thing.
Alec. Yes, Havish. What's that? Hey, you guys. How's it going? I had a little bit of like river water, so I don't feel so good. So that's why I look green.
Okay.
But I'm so happy to see other humans.
Alec! She's pretty, isn't she?
Quite adorable.
Oh, you guys.
So roll to convince and use 2 dice because I'm gonna force you to use your prettiness.
Oh.
Yeah.
Your adorability.
My
Adorability.
adorability.
A 6 and a 1.
No.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh.
I got something.
What is it?
We don't know yet.
Did Burgington just say she was a leaf on the wind while impersonating a tree spirit? Uh-oh.
I
Roll
was.
3d6. If at least 2 of them aren't even, then the Burgington goblin runs into a long pointy spin. Hashtag misfortune.
How can misfortune hurt?
Wow. Well, in this case, I'm okay with it because it would only cause you the 1 damage if it works. So while you're
3
leaf
of
on
them.
the wind,
So you need 2 of them to be odd?
Or
For
just
it to
roll
fail?
3d6. If 2 of them aren't even, then you get hurt. So yeah, you want
I want even.
Oh.
evens.
I see.
A 5, a 6. 1 determines it. And a 4.
Yeah.
I do not run into uber baldies pointies here.
Oh.
Now that Alec and Havish are distracted, are you still running around the tree?
No, I would like to rip the leaves off my eyes.
Okay. They're not even focused on you, so you can do whatever you want.
Good.
Um,
And now I would like to just kind of sneak from. I'm still covered in leaves.
Yes.
Sneak from place
From
to
him
place.
back toward to find the camp.
Yeah, to try and follow them back to the camp, so that I can be a little sneaky and they can infiltrate as a human.
Okay.
Human.
So we can have one,
Agent.
agent,
Of
and then
Yeah.
mischief.
one sneaky pet.
So,
Yeah.
yes.
I'm
okay.
a sneaky pet.
Sneaky pet.
Yeah.
All right.
I have an idea.
So you start moving toward camp, and so you 3 are stuck with what? With what? Sorry, did you roll your convince?
Yeah, it succeeded.
Is he lying?
I actually don't know.
I forgot.
It succeeded.
You're gonna roll now.
Do you want me to roll?
Yeah. Yeah. You know how this works.
You want to read that for me?
6?
No.
That's a 6. That's a 6. We're good.
Well, whatever's here might be a 6, but this one is a 1.
Oh, that one.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
one.
Oh wait, no, wait. You rolled 2. You rolled 2. Yeah, one was a damage, and one was a something else, a success, right?
I told you.
Yeah, but you forgot 2. Anywho, so forget that one. Sorry.
Oh, it was a 1 and a 5.
1 on a 5. Yeah. So
I
basically,
told
they're
you.
convinced that you are a beautiful woman who has fallen into some swamp water. But they're also kind of douchey. So one of them walks up to you and is like,
Oh, my
Chad is
lady.
saying 6 and 1.
"Was that
6
Chad
and
is
1.
saying 6 and 1.
6 and 1?"
If
Thank
it
you,
doesn't
chat.
have the
Thank you,
other.
chat. Thank you, chat.
Keep us honest, because we have
Um,
the memories of worms.
I'm going to go in for a kiss.
And he goes in and he tries to kiss you, but he does it too hard and sloppily because clearly this dude's never kissed anybody before in his life. He basically headbutts you off the top rack of the goblins,
Oh,
and you take a bit of a spill. And you all are still kind of bound by the cloth, so it pulls you guys down, but you're not injured. So the entire tower topples a bit.
wait, did I get injured though?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
You
Can
guys,
I-
why'd you consent? You gotta ask before you touch, man.
Yeah, Havish, you know better than that. I didn't know, Alec.
I'm just a lady wandering about. You guys are military men. You should be more respectful.
You're absolutely right. We're so sorry.
They help you to your feet. Somehow, magically, this works.
Goblins have a very strong thighs.
Yeah,
All
we're
that
really strong core.
strength, everything's clenched up. So they pull the fake human to its feet. Now, I feel like you goblins would know, so I'll just let you know. Just because that face convinced these two morons does not mean it will convince the rest of the camp.
Okay.
But basically,
we
they're
can
walking you
seal
to the
their
camp now
face.
to get you cleaned up.
Oh,
We're going to get that off of your face, and you'll be right as rain. Come to the camp. Come to the camp.
No need. I'm just gonna wander about for a bit.
No, we should go to the camp.
You have to go
We
to
sh-
camp.
no, I mean in the camp.
Oh, okay.
They don't have to clean us up.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wander the camp if you don't mind.
Well, yes, that's where we're taking you to.
Okay.
Come with us. Ha 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 ha!
They start kind of skipping ahead of you. They're just overjoyed at all the shit they've seen today. And yeah, so you stumble along the camp. There's two large, long tents, and then one small tent that houses the what you're assuming is the commander of this area. They're like,
Oh, Lieutenant Grimms is going to be so happy to see this wonderful, beautiful human we found. This woman here. Clearly a human, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you point me in the direction of your commanding officer?
Lieutenant.
Oh, yes, Lieutenant Grimms. He stays in the small tent over there.
Okay. Goodbye, guys. Nice meeting you.
Goodbye. Come back once you've washed your face off, my dear.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Rude.
All right, I'm creeped out. See
Is
you guys later.
Oh, bye.
this like a big
stand there awkwardly.
clearing?
it's actually smaller than your clearing. It's fairly small. The two long tents are maybe 8 people wide, and 2 people deep. So if everyone's lying down, each one would hold 16 people.
Okay.
Except for the lieutenant's, which is his own private commanding tent.
Are there bushes that I can like scurry to in this clearing, or is it a clearing?
It's a clearing. They've
Okay.
cleared it out.
Cool. I would like
So the way it's
to
clear.
now find some like stuff that looks like hair or fur, like on the ground,
Okay.
and put that all over my body instead of the leaves. So I look like a really cute dog.
All right. There's some hay over by.
That is
There's
what I
2
want.
horses tied up just outside the tent. One looks like it's run ragged. It's clearly for a scout or something like that, and the other one is big and hardy, and that's for the lieutenant. But yeah, off to the side are 2 large bales of hay. And it seems like you could make a formidable shaggy dog sort of outfit.
I want
with
to
that.
become a shaggy dog of hay.
Okay, please roll for this.
Okay.
Canis
I have
Capore
great hair.
Transmuto.
Do you?
Canis
You do have
Capore
great
That's my
hair.
defining feature.
Yeah.
Can that add? Can I pull it into ears? My great hair.
Okay. No, actually, you know what? Save that for when you have to convince somebody about it. So those can be your puppy ears, but first you have to succeed on the hay thing, because
Okay.
that hair won't help you get the hay.
I got a 1.
Dang. The needle
I
in the
poke
haystack.
myself in the eye.
I was gonna say you get too close and
I
spook
have a
the
lucky
horse.
ear. I have a lucky ear.
Okay, reroll.
Remember the chat gave me a lucky ear.
The
that
chat
we
did
didn't
give you a
talk
lucky
about?
ear.
Yeah,
when
they
we
did.
were down, they did tip her a lucky ear.
I'm gonna use my lucky.
Yes.
I'm gonna reroll.
Boop, 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 boop.
Oh gosh.
6.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you get in there, you cover yourself all in hay, and you now look like a shaggy dog with beautiful hair ears. All the disguises.
We're all in a
great.
disguise.
This is great.
This is fantastic.
Now,
Look at these guys.
do I see where they went? Muppet Man?
Which one?
Muppet
Oh,
Man.
oh! I have an idea.
What?
Maybe you should go into the tent, see if you can like get the lieutenant's attention and have him chase you, so we can sneak into the tent.
Okay.
So we're gonna stand around like behind the tent.
But
like,
did I see where they went?
The 2 guys?
No.
No, us.
Us,
Muppet
us.
Man.
Costume.
Costume people.
Oh, got it.
The
I don't know what the
goblins,
fuck
the
you were
rest
talking
of
about.
us.
If I say Muppet Man, like, shouldn't you know what that is?
Listen, we
Considering
don't know everything.
Considering we already referenced it before,
I know.
I'm not saying that you should know.
Okay,
it.
fine. Yeah, you guys
Rest
can
of
you guys can see each other. You watch him turn himself into a dog.
Puppy.
And, yeah, you guys are still kind of just this toppling tower of goblins stack.
Cool. I would like to run towards them on all fours, like a dog.
Okay, you
And
do
then,
that.
and then I want to go into the lieutenant's tent.
Okay, this is where you're gonna make that 2 roll.
Okay.
The lieutenant is lying down, he's relaxing, but he's not asleep.
Okay, I want to do the plan. So I want to try and make him chase me outside. Like I've infiltrated his thing, so if he wants to catch me, he's got to chase me. And
Okay.
if he wants to pet me, he also needs to chase me. Okay, so here we go.
That's true.
I got a 6 and a 5.
Alright, that's a super success.
I
So you
know.
get in and he's like,
what's that little doggy there? It's
Jack
like a
Sparrow.
little doggy. Hello, little doggy.
he gives you a little pat.
And I run.
Welcome to the camp. No, come back, little doggy.
Then I turn and go.
Oh, you want to play? You want to play, little doggy? Oh!
And he
run outside.
grabs a stick and he hurls it really fucking hard. And you have to roll to dodge the stick.
Why would he throw it at me?
He's not good at dogs.
I got a 1.
Aww. Come on.
Wow.
Whoosh, 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 whoosh.
Bye, Dawson.
Oh no!
Oh no!
I did so much work to get him to look like a dog.
Maybe he'll be sad that he killed a dog.
He's very distracted though, because he's distraught.
That's true.
Oh no, the little doggy. I've killed the doggy.
We
killed the doggy.
we burst in the door and go, Sir, look what you've done!
He's like, he scoops up your little body. He's like giving you kisses and stuff. He's like trying to shake you.
The only way
Little
to...
doggy.
I look at him and I go, Sir, you have done a terrible thing. The only way to redeem yourself is to go give this doggy a proper burial.
Tell him to find a
You're
pretty
right.
tree.
What?
You're
Find a
right.
pretty tree.
Find a pretty tree
A happy tree.
and bury him under there. Immediately!
You're right, my lady. I'm so sorry.
He scoops up the dog. The hay's like falling off at this point, but he can't really see it anymore. He's so messed up. Yeah. So he just goes out into the woods with a fucking shovel. And you can just hear him digging for the entirety of while you're here. Just digging and sad wails and sobs.
All right, now's our
Meanwhile,
chance.
Do It pops up.
Do it. Do it.
Do It. She's quite angsty.
Oh no. Right, grab it. Do it.
Do it.
Fine. I grab
it,
the
though.
I see the manifest, I'm assuming, and I grab it.
Yeah. You actually do.
Nobody did.
You do, yeah. So, it's basically, it's a rolled up piece of parchment. It's right by his bed where he was laying down.
Perfect.
It's yours. You swipe it, you have it.
Cool.
You guys are winning.
Would you like to open it and examine it
That's probably
before
a good
you
idea.
return it to the camp?
Yep.
Yes. Let's open it, examine it, making sure it's the right thing, and then go back to the camp. But let's do it before the guy comes back.
Right. So you can read it while you're walking. So on your way over, you look at it, and it's basically it's a list of every human's name who's there. The pikemen and the there's one knight, and there's you find out that Grims, who's out there sobbing, he's a paladin.
Oh, he would be.
And
So kind.
but you also see something labeled like super secret box thing. It's like super secret box. Weapon for the thing, and it says Lance Lot, but it is hyphenated. So Lance -a-lot.
That sounds like fun.
And it is marked, but it's marked, and it's to be in the center of one of those long tents. So it's where 16 of those guys are sleeping or camping out or whatever.
Okay.
So you know it's being stored with them. So now you make it back over the bridge, and you get back to Merrick's camp.
What have you found?
This.
He takes the map from you, and he looks at it.
Yes, the Lancelot would be powerful for our army. I need it. Go retrieve it.
Oh my god, we were just
Oh,
there.
just there.
Well, you know how to find it. You get back there in like 2 minutes.
That's true.
Okay.
Why don't you say that's what you need at?
So that I can send you with proper instructions.
Ah.
These are orders. This is war.
Oh. There's a
That's
dog.
just kaiju.
It was just cold suddenly.
He visits sometimes.
Okay.
As he's giving you these directions, you still hear.
So far away though.
He's really sad.
That's okay.
You can hear a bagpipe start over the air. He's playing him a dirge.
This is sad.
So what you need
Poor Dawson.
is to first, because you are fragile, just create a distraction.
I'm good at that.
Distraction.
Okay.
Stage 2. Implement said distraction
Implement.
and work your way inside.
Uh-huh.
Then steal the weapon. Bring it to me.
What do you mean, build a distraction?
That is for you to decide.
What kind of distraction?
Well,
Don't
we
care. Bring
know
me
they
the
like
weapon.
dogs.
That's on us.
Did he say build?
No, create.
create a distraction,
All right.
work our way inside the camp, and do that distraction, and then steal the
steal it.
weapon.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
Go forth.
Well, we know that the paladin's tent is empty.
Let's powwow
We
for
could
a
set
second.
up-
Okay.
So,
Should we sneak back in disguise, or should we do it from outside the camp?
okay, I think the lady was very well received.
Mm-hmm.
So
She was a
maybe-
big hit with Alec and Havish or Havish.
and she kind of impressed the lieutenant because she was very knowledgeable about dog burials.
Yeah.
True.
So
Oh?
Uh-oh.
scared.
Hashtag weapon. The Morbid Goblins have a weapon very similar to the Lancelot. It's a lance little. It's about the size of a toothpick.
I have it! I have it!
But now you don't have your cereal box.
Oh, really?
That's the sad
Yeah.
part. It replaces it.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
no more
I
cereal
know.
box.
A little.
Now you have the Lance a little.
It's a toothpick.
Thank you for that. So to describe now, because it's supposed to be like the
extremely sharp.
Lancelot, it's basically it's a chain gun that fires lances. So in this case, it's like a little mini gun
Tiny-
that
It's like
a
fires little
handgun.
toothpicks.
Chain
What's that?
gun.
It's like a handgun that fires toothpicks.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh.
sort of. It's like an Uzi that fires toothpicks. This thing's
Yeah.
like. So it's a two-hander. You have to crank it with one hand and hold it with the other.
All right,
And
here's
aim.
what we do. We light the toothpicks, and we shoot them into the camp. Wait, were we not supposed to kill them?
No, we can kill them.
He
Gives us a
just
good
wants
distraction.
what's in the box. But I think
What's in
he
the
would
box?
prefer if
Thanks
you
for
didn't
the
piss off all
minigun.
all like 32 of those humans and have them charge their camp.
Okay.
So either finish the job, complete it, or get in and get out sneakily.
Well, I'm the middle of the lady, so I could just like stick it through the front
This is true.
and be threatening about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So this is still powwow time, right? You haven't
Yeah,
decided.
we're
Now
not
we're
what-
Powwowing.
thinking about it.
Okay.
Powwowing. So we have plan A, which is dress as tall lady and fire toothpicks on fire
Yeah.
into the crowd.
I like that idea.
That's a good plan.
It's pretty solid.
What should I do? Because I'm not part of the lady.
You could be the ghost of the dog, and you could
Yes.
take advantage of that poor man.
Yes.
Run and going, woo, doggo.
So
That's
I
a
will
distraction,
need,
too.
That is a good distraction.
Yeah.
I can run around the camp and just scare him
And
he
just
can
say,
guess.
like, blame him for your death.
Yes. Okay, so I'm going to need
Yes, do it. Do it.
hay
Do it though.
and some dirt
And flour.
and some mud and some flour. Okay,
These ghosts are flowery.
this will happen. So while you guys are infiltrating the camp, I will
Get our supplies.
get those and try to create my distraction as well.
Cool.
All right.
The dual corns are also fed by hay, so you could do that right now.
Doing it
Yes,
right now.
you don't even have to roll for that because you remember how to do it. You are fully dogged up again, ready to go.
Is there flour in
Flour?
our camp?
Or a white powdery
Or a white
substance.
powdery substance?
A white paint. No,
Yeah,
it's
you know,
okay.
hobgoblins are known for their dandruff. So if you were to kind of scratch their head a bunch, it would just snow right down on you.
Would they allow that?
If they were asleep, it might feel good.
Good, okay.
I'll give it a try.
Okie dokie. roll for hobgoblin dandruff.
All
Roll
right.
for dander.
Oh, that's a 6.
All right.
Nice.
So there's a hobgoblin just resting by the fire. You scratch his head, his leg kicks a little bit, and you're basically covered. It's like when something hits a snow-covered branch. It's just, boom.
Oh.
So you're just covered in it.
Well, do I look like a ghost dog?
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Rad. I
Yeah,
look like a ghost dog.
Hobgoblin dander is a little shimmery too, so yeah, it gives you that ethereal effect.
Oh. Creepy.
Okay, so now we have tall lady, and ghost dog.
Yeah.
Off you go.
We go.
Here we go.
So you go back over the bridge. You make it right to the edge of the camp again.
Yes.
Now what would you like to do that you're there? No, all the humans are still inside their tents, except for you can still hear.
I'm so sorry, little puppy.
He's still off in the woods somewhere.
Well, I would like to howl. Go.
Little puppy. Little puppy.
And now I would like to run on all fours into the camp,
Okay.
pretending to be a ghost dog.
He runs into the camp and sees you, and is immediately just racked with guilt. He reaches for you like he wants a hug.
Oh no, I'm like running.
Run through the tent with the people.
I'm going to. That's where I'm going.
Cool.
So I head to the tent with the Lancelot.
And I start screaming, "Oh my God! A ghost dog! A ghost dog! Everybody, wake up!"
Okay, there will be 2 rolls happening here.
Okay.
Berkington, please roll for ghost dog scariness.
I got a 1.
Oh no.
I'm not scary. Do I trip?
Have you used your ear yet for this one?
No, I haven't. Yay. Let me cut it off.
That's Cucumber not wanting to make up something.
Yep. 6.
All right.
Better.
So you just hear, and
Is
a
that
lot of
me
the
running
people.
through the tent?
Yeah, that's everybody that you're hitting. And they're like,
Ghost dog. It's a ghost dog. Yeah.
some of them are German, and they start running away. Not everybody leaves the tent, but half of them are gone.
Does the lieutenant follow me into the tent and start screaming?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he does, and he's like,
Someone please get that ghost dog.
I run out of the tent as I hear him say that.
So he and 4 more peel off to just chase after you, because they don't know what the fuck he's talking about as far as a ghost dog is concerned, but Lieutenant gave an order, so they're going after you. And then 4 more are still in the tent, and they're guarding the Lancelot.
Wait, but I thought 4 more just ran after her.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
There were 8, right?
there were
8 left
16.
immediately,
Oh.
and then
Yeah,
he ran
8.
off with another 4. There are 4 remaining.
I thought you were saying his
Math.
name was 4 more.
All right, we gotta handle the last 4.
Yeah, so I'm now running.
Yeah.
Just around,
Um.
evading them.
So you guys, your lieutenant might need help with the ghost dog. I'll keep an eye out for stuff here if you guys want to go help.
Your voice carries through that tent into the other tent.
Oh,
And Havish and Alex stumble into the tent.
My lady, you've returned. I know she's back.
Oh, hey guys, how's it going?
They've gone out into the woods and picked wildflowers for you.
Aw.
And they're all bunched up. And like,
We're so sorry about being so forward earlier. These are for you, milady.
Oh, thank you.
Would you choose one of us?
Make them do something.
You know, I think you know
Gotta
what
run
really
your
turns
finger.
me on is when oh, I calm down.
Oh, I don't like this.
It's too much. Is when servicemen go help out their superiors,
Oh,
and I think your
I can
lieutenant
do that.
needs help.
And when they convince their friends to do it.
And when they convince their friends to go along.
roll 1 die, please.
Game master says suddenly it's the Bachelorette.
It is Monday night. Nobody. Am I the only one that watches The Bachelorette and is really excited for tomorrow when I can actually watch it on Hulu? Are you gonna use your adorableness?
Yeah, I'm gonna get guys.
2 dice. Adorableness.
Yep, adorableness.
6 and 4.
6 and 4. You convince.
All of them.
No, Alec
No.
runs
Every
off.
single one.
I'm going to impress you, milady.
And he charges off, and then Havish is like,
Now that we're alone.
Oh no.
he tries to embrace you. And I'm like,
Oh, do you
I-
have something of the crooked spine?
Wait, is there anybody else here? Is it just him?
Yeah, you're just no, you're in the tent, right? Or were you just
Yeah.
outside of it?
In the tent.
So there's 4 other guys there. They're just watching all of this happen, very
Shoot him.
confused.
I think we're gonna have to kill all of these guys in here.
Okay, I shoot him.
Oh my god. He's hugging you. He's the happiest he's ever been in
Right
his
in the
entire
gut.
life.
Yeah.
And you fire.
Yep.
So please roll.
Is that 1?
Unless you have something to add to it.
No, my person's apathetic.
Wait, it's our
Well,
gun.
apathy.
I don't care if
You
he
don't
dies.
care about him.
I don't care about if anyone
Care if he
sees
dies.
this.
That's right.
Does she get an extra roll because it's her weapon too?
I got a
Yes.
6.
So
oh,
you get to roll a second one.
So wait,
Wait.
Well, she also was using her
do I need to roll
apathy.
3 then?
Oh wait, so you're using 3 things, 3 dice.
I already rolled 2. Should I roll a third one or do
Mhm.
I roll the whole thing?
Yeah, just the third one.
Okay, I have a 5, a 6, and a 1.
So that is 2 successes and a damage. So what happens is you start cranking your lance a little. It's like and it just mows Alec in half. It just all the little needles, just one at a time, just pew, 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 and he
Oh,
just
that was terrible.
top half slides off, and he feels every single one.
Aww.
And he's
Shouldn't
still.
have been so grabby.
Gross.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
So yeah, he falls off, and his head is still like his top half is still conscious.
Oh.
And he's just writhing on the floor, looking down at his waist and legs.
Oh, Darth Maul.
And but that second success, because you had such a blast with it, it's so powerful. It cuts through him, and it also gets 2 of the guys in the neck, like right behind him, who are sitting by the box for the lance.
Nice. I look down and I make eye contact with him, and I wink and I make a kissy face.
My lady.
Yes.
Oh
And he
yeah.
dies.
Die, bitch.
I made him a little happy right before the end.
That's true.
Okay.
You got 2 more guys, guys.
There are
two
2
more
more
guys.
guys, and now they've stood and they've drawn swords.
We gotta turn around and
Like on paper?
Ryan?
Not acceptable.
Ryan? Do you have any duct tape?
or an extra player.
We want to tape Ryan's mouth shut.
Oh my gosh.
Just make sure it'll rip out his goatee.
He's so excited.
Thank you. Ryan. The next time
You get the tape.
you get the tape.
Tomorrow.
I'll leave this here as a threat.
All right. So we turn around and we.
You've killed Alec, yeah?
No, he.
I mean,
no, he
they
just
know he's dead.
So he just sort of fell apart in my arms. I don't know what happened.
One of the guys charges you.
Oh no.
Ah!
Should we shoot?
Should we shoot him again?
Yeah, shoot.
I shoot him again.
First, you're gonna have to roll to dodge.
Oh.
Okay.
Which should I?
Each
Yeah.
of you will actually tell you what. Each of you rolls a die. All 3 of you in the body stack.
Uh-huh.
And then whoever rolls a 1 or a 2, whichever one gets the 1 is gonna get the brunt of this damage.
Okay.
And if something else happens, we'll figure it out.
You roll for
All
me.
right.
Yeah.
4.
Ryan.
Ryan.
Oh, sorry, 5.
Jesus.
2.
All right.
Oh,
So
no.
he gets the face. So he knocks out. He
Do I
knocks
use
the
your
head
ear?
of the.
Oh, I'm gonna
human
use my
stack.
ear.
All right, using an ear. Using an ear.
Oh gosh, no.
Blowing it. 3.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So you don't take damage, but you do get knocked off. The stack falls apart. They now know. They're now convinced that you are no longer human. The tarp
Oh no,
falls off.
you guys.
It hits the fire and it starts to burn. The tent has not lit yet, but the tarp is on fire and it'll eventually burn that direction. But you have bigger concerns, which are the 2 men with swords pointed at you.
Okay.
Granted, they're outnumbered, but
I pull
they're
out
a
my
lot stronger than
my
you.
toot flute and I shoot one of them.
Okay, roll for that. 2 dice.
Double 6s.
Oh.
Double 6s.
Yes.
Yeah. Well,
Super
describe his
success.
death.
So I point my gun and he's coming and he's coming running towards me. I shoot my gun and it like hits him in the face. And like as all the toot stuff hits his face, it like rips his skin off.
Oh.
And it keeps going past him. So as he's running towards me, all that I see towards me is like a skull face. And he's like, as he gets really close to me, you're like, and falls to his death.
Oh wow.
It's like those people that get their wedding rings caught in machinery.
Yeah,
and it
just
takes
like
the
that.
skin off their finger, but their whole body.
And he
That's for the paper cut.
and then his head
Way
explodes.
worse.
And then his head explodes.
And his head explodes. Yes, all of that happens. There's one more guy, and he like charges up and does a link spin. It's like so all three of you have to dodge. He's trying to get you all. He's used to killing goblins.
I
This
thought
is
he
what the
was
whole war
scared.
is about.
5.
3.
They both got 3.
Yeah, and you rolled a 3 earlier, right? So between the two of you, choose who gets hit.
Ryan.
Ryan.
I like how it's between the two of you, and
mean-
Amber voted.
So the
But
two
I'll
of us
take it.
decided.
You didn't say what to.
Uh-oh.
Hashtag misfortune mystical sticky black strips fly through the camp and then vanish. They reappear in this reality and attach themselves above Cucumber's eyes. Hashtag use the tape, hashtag eyebrow time.
I don't think my eyes will recover from that.
Oh.
Nah, you'll be fine. You'll be okay.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you'll be fine.
Don't do
That's
this
fine.
to me.
You'll be okay.
Oh no!
Oh!
Oh no!
Oh, she's doing it.
He's doing it.
Hey, the people have spoken.
How
The
strong is this tape?
It's Gorilla Tape.
I'll unstick it.
All right, I'll be right back, kids.
No, come here.
Okay, fine. I hate.
I didn't even touch you. I'm gonna get make sure.
Oh, don't push his purple hair back. It's already far back enough.
He's so angry! Why did you this way? You could have done it this way. And you could have been surprised. So much better.
Ganger's so real.
I'm excited when you have to take those off.
You look so funny.
What if we can get like a mustache or a goatee too?
I mean, if you want a misfortune, Cucumber, you can do this.
You want to
I
get
got
him
lots of tape.
a mustache or a goatee?
We can turn him into
You know what to
a whole
do.
nother being. Anyways, where were we?
Wait, that might be too evil.
Maybe a little.
Now then.
Oh god.
What was happening? I got scared for my life.
I just killed a guy. I shot him with my poop thing.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. You, and then, somebody's taking damage from the link spin.
Oh
Yeah, that was Ryan.
Ryan. Oh yeah.
I
Ryan
took it.
You took it.
I took the
Okay,
damage.
so we have
Okay.
one guy left.
One guy left.
He swept to the legs.
Hmm?
Huh? I said he swept the legs.
I see.
Because I am the legs.
I see. Yes, true. He did. But you're not the legs anymore. You separated. It's cool. Okay, so there's one more.
One more guy.
I shoot him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kill them all!
Roll 2
Kill 'em
dice.
all.
Where are you gonna shoot him?
Be
Um,
descriptive.
we'll see.
About knee height.
I got a 6 and a 5.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Describe exactly what happens to this gentleman.
I am at knee height, so I get under him and I shoot up, and it gets like right under here, under the chin, and it goes up into his brain, and the little pricks like get into his brain, and like little just blood droplets come out, kind of like a shower, like a blood shower,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Do you shower in it?
and I bathe in it.
Yes. All right, he dies. This tent is clear
Cool.
and
Cool,
starting
we
to
did
burn.
it.
Ah.
But
Uh-oh.
the
I am still running outside trying to evade all the ones that have left the tent.
right. So
Dude.
there's
gotta-
still another tent.
Yeah.
Wait, so.
Aw,
Is
This
the weapon
wasn't-
even in this
So
one?
what?
Yeah,
Aw.
it's in this one.
so we grab it.
So
Okay.
we grab it and get out of here.
All right, it's gonna take all 4 of you to lift it.
Okay.
Okay.
And right now she's still running around outside. Or he's still running around outside.
Come
collect
back.
the
Come
doggy.
back.
Heal!
How do you collect the dog?
Heal!
Here, girl. Boop, boop.
I hear the whistle. I hear a whistle. Gotta go to it.
All right, so you do that.
I
You
go
gather
to the
back
whistle.
up. You
Yes.
get to the box.
But they're
It's
running
it's
after
it's
her.
pretty large. It's like the size of a base case, but it weighs like 3 humans.
Okay, so I suggest all of us kind of put it on our backs and then we run away.
Yeah, we run.
Okay.
Yeah?
We do
All
that.
right.
We do
We do
that.
that.
You start going, and finally the fire that was inside the tent catches the side of it and
The box?
rushes up the side. No, the
Oh, the
tent.
tent.
So
Oh.
as you're leaving the tent, that tent catches on fire,
Aha.
which draws the attention of the entire other tent.
Well, yeah.
Uh-oh.
So 16 other soldiers, they run out, but they run out, luckily for you, the backside, and they only catch you at the corner of their eye, so they begin to give chase. So you guys are gonna have to book it
We're booking it.
out of the
We're
forest and across the bridge
Booking it.
and back into the camp.
Doing
booking
it.
it.
doing it, doing it, doing it.
Maximum
We're
effort.
doing it, Peter.
Okay, so roll to get through the trees toward the bridge.
Just one of us?
Yeah, this is gonna be for group stuff.
Ah.
Because if one of you falls or
you.
fails, it's gonna happen to all of you because you need all the hands on deck.
Did we do it?
Can I use an ear?
Yeah, if you have one.
I do.
As an ear.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh,
it's
jeez.
better than that.
It's a 3.
Okay, so they close the gap, and somebody fires
no, that sword
a
was
pot
good.
shot. So an archer fires, and let's roll. Let's see. How do we squeeze 4 into a d6? Can't.
You go 1 through 4. If it's a 5 or 6, you reroll.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay.
So 1 through 4.
Okay. I'll be 1. Ryan will be 4.
Wait, what am I doing?
Just roll
So
that.
we're gonna see who he's shooting at, and then that
Reroll.
person gets a chance to dodge.
Reroll.
Huh?
God,
We need
why
to
are you
take
getting
you to
5s?
Vegas, my
Where are
gosh.
Where
Oh.
were all of these
Ryan.
before?
Ryan.
Ryan.
All right,
In front of
Ryan.
me.
What am I doing?
So now roll to not get hit by an arrow flying your way.
Ryan.
Okay. That's a dead.
The 1?
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
All right. Yeah, you get hit.
And
Died.
that was Tomorrow is dead, and he is my last goblin.
All right.
Oh, no.
Oh crap.
Oh no.
So that means you're starting to drag it. You're still able to move it, but these guys are closing on you fast.
Oh, no.
How far away are we from our camp?
You're not even to the bridge yet. You're just leaving the clearing of the woods. So you're just leaving the last tree.
May I please go to the back and have them 2 in the front,
Uh-huh.
and I'll go to the back. I'm really good at running into things.
No.
Okay.
So can I use my really good at running into things to try and push it
Sure.
with all my strength?
Yes, you can.
Is that 2?
Yeah.
Cool. And I'm trying to push it all the way to camp.
Mm-hmm.
2 3s. Don't laugh. Why are you so mean?
Okay.
It's the eyebrows.
So, that was another 3. One of those is damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's a -1.
I'll take a damage.
All right. So you run into it really hard, and
Yeah.
it barely budges. So you're not strong enough to move this the way you want it to. But keep in mind what you're moving.
Oh.
Oh.
Can we just take it out of
Drop
the box
it.
and use it?
Uh-huh.
Okay. All right.
We dropped the
We
box.
drop it. We get the box away from it.
It is pointing the correct way.
Of course, it unfolds like a gnome basically built this for the humans, and it's all
Like
just
pull a pin.
it unfolds and it just automatically pivots, and there's a seat and a couple of levers, a single seat and 2 levers.
Who wants to jump in the seat?
I'll jump in the seat.
Right lever.
All right. Well, the levers are attached to the seat,
Yeah.
so whoever's
Oh.
in that seat, yeah.
I
So
thought it was like a seat and a lever.
You thought it was
yeah. There's like one on either side of the seat.
I was excited.
So one, you play with it for a half a second. One will aim, and then the other fires.
So I turn around, I aim it at the people coming towards us,
Yeah.
and I pull the.
All right. We'll roll for it.
Is what?
Just one?
Yeah. I mean, unless are you adding anything to
I'm
it?
adorable.
He makes high quality music.
That doesn't help.
Okay.
He's very
One die.
cute, and he catches the eye.
Yeah.
I think that that a Gatling gun makes beautiful music. It's
It
very
might.
percussive.
Depending on this roll.
That's why I say I can roll 2, because he makes beautiful music with his expertise. 6.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okie dokie. So. And describe.
Mow him down.
As soon as I go, ah! I'm screaming the whole time.
Yeah, and it's firing full-sized lances, by the way, like 6.5 footers, like gigantic pieces.
Yeah,
of
I just start doing like a little bit of like a left and right
You
spread,
retiring
just to
now?
cover my my angles. Maybe like a 10-degree back and forth, and I'm just watching people just get poof, shoot, poof, throw their hand, poof, and like they're all down on the ground. I'm still going. Ah! And somebody like one of the goblins has to grab me and like smack me across the face to make me stop. And I finally go. Shh.
Are they all dead?
They are all dead.
We did it!
You still have to deliver it.
That's
and
okay.
There are only 3 goblins. So you find the little buttons, and the whole thing closes back into itself, back into its case.
I would like to look for, since it's goblin, gnome made. I would like to look for a button that maybe deploys wheels.
Okay.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I'll allow it.
Okay, good.
So roll.
2.
So you're trying to find another button, but you hit the same one that unfolds it, but your head is like between things. So it's the gun comes around like BAP!
And then I die.
Yeah, so it whips your neck around so fast your neck snaps.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna put.
Was that your last goblin?
No.
No.
Lancelot.
Wow, the
box.
Burgingtons are doing so well.
I have 3 more, thanks.
Wow.
We haven't even got to my spares on the back that I made for today. So yeah, DeWitt dies and Bucator pops up.
Wonderful.
Bucator has a very big smile. And
Alrighty.
she's pink and green.
Adorable.
I know.
So, this thing still isn't budging.
Well, DeWitt could
Is there any horses?
push it.
There were
bike
the
one.
2 that were tied up at the camp, but really we
I go grab the big horse.
Oh, please roll.
Cucumber.
Yeah.
Are we playing the rule where we take over as a
There's
NPC? As
Yeah,
a whale?
yeah. So you can enter as an NPC whenever you like. So hobgoblin, goblin, ghost of a goblin,
3.
whatever you want to do.
Got it.
6
6.
or 3.
3. Okay, so you get to the horse, and it is scared shitless of you. You're like, you're still looking a little crazed from your instance with the with the Lancelot. And you got murder in your eyes, and the horse can see it. So it's not happy. You, next roll gets a -1.
Try again.
I'll try it because I have a very apathetic nature, which is kind of like
Like
Blaine.
soothing for an
Like,
animal.
they don't
All right.
care. Yeah.
That's a 2 die roll for you.
That's a 2 and a 4.
And I'm gonna downgrade that 4 to a 3.
Yeah.
So you get kicked in the head. So the damage that dodged him is like
You did.
1 hoof to the
Okay,
face.
I'm dead now.
Aww.
Who pops up?
Purple horseshoe.
Horseshoe.
Perfect.
Who is tough?
Nice. Tough is good.
Yeah.
Tough is good. And then so the horse starts to it pulls at its reins because it's loosely tied to like a pole that was kind of put in the ground, and it pulls the pole out of the ground and it starts kind of running thankfully for you, toward the bridge, but not within your control. So you guys are like you push the box as close to the edge of the bridge as you can. It's very close. It just needs to go over the bridge and then over to the clearing. And then Ryan, sir, whenever you would like your character to pop up,
Yeah.
Do it.
or never.
Because I have something I can do if you still want time.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Do it.
So have they come back? Have you guys come back to the box? I would like to try the move again, where they're both in the front and I run into it because this is a new goblin
Okay.
and she might be a little stronger than her sister.
Sure.
Cool. So it's 2 die.
Mhm.
Yeah. Running into things is my expertise. I got a 6 and a 1.
All right. It's so this time you hit it really freaking hard, but you managed to find the button that the other goblin couldn't, and suddenly 4 little wheels just go boop, boop,
Oh.
Yay!
they pop out of the bottom of the case. But you really hurt yourself while hitting that
and
button.
I took my damage.
Yeah. There you go.
All right.
Well, we stop pushing.
All right. It's got 1 shitty squeaky wheel.
That's fine.
So it makes it
How's it
up over the
balancing?
bridge. You get back to the camp, and Merrick is there waiting for you.
Excellent.
We
Let
did
me
good. We did
inspect
so
it.
good.
Let me inspect it. How does it work?
We can show you.
Nah, you probably don't want to do that in here though.
We'll just point
But
it over
you
the
push
bridge.
that button, and then it comes up. And then you push the levers.
How much ammunition?
They didn't
Unlimited.
load it.
It's unlimited.
They did.
They did not load it. No matter. We have weapon. We shall kill human. We shall taste man flesh. You have succeeded.
Yeah.
You are all now privates in my army.
Yay!
Private is all I ever wanted to be.
So you did it.
Yay!
Success. Yay.
I win again.
I'm gonna take these eyebrows off.
No.
No, just change them.
Yeah,
Go
make them
up.
happy or
Go
something.
up.
Make them surprised.
I'm gonna make them very happy and sweet.
Aww. So sad looking.
Oh, you guys.
You look ridiculous.
Thank you so much.
Oh my god, you're so sincere.
For watching and supporting Hyper RPG. And this show. Oh, time for me to read the names of all the people.
Yes.
All you wonderful people who tipped. Give me just a second. Just a second. Okay. I'll be right back.
Where are you going?
This is weird.
I lost my food. It's back.
Oh my god.
All right, I gotta. Oh god, I closed it.
Yes, you did. I watched that happen.
Jesus. How do I open it?
Nobody knows. Rick, go help him.
Tap it harder. Tap it harder.
Okay, wait. There it is. I got it. Thank you.
His presence helped you.
The presence of
Boo,
Luke.
bada, boo. All right. When was this? That seems
Bad
right.
Boop, bada,
All right. So a couple of these. Oh fuck! Just skip to the top. Ah! Oh guys, just bear with me a second. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. Hold on a second.
He looks like he works at a hotel desk.
Do you need help bringing these bags to your room? I'll do it for free, no tip. Okay. All right. Thank you, Randall16 for the sub. Thank you, CDS456 for the sub. Oh, there's claps and snaps and things, right? Hold on.
snapping, clapping.
I can't
Okay.
snap.
So subs, Jesus. So tips are claps, resubs are nods, subs are thumbs up.
What?
Huh?
What?
Is that not what it says?
I don't know what's happening.
So for everybody that says has sub, you give them a thumbs up.
Thumbs
For
up.
every resub, it's a nod.
Hmm.
And for every tip or donation, it's a clap. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go through the whole list. It's gonna take me a second. Huh?
No snaps.
I don't think there are
I don't know. It's not on the thing.
It's fine. We did snaps last week.
I mean, aw. Look, that's so sweet.
Why would you want to beat up Santa Claus?
Aw.
He's lost some of his assholeian nature.
I can't help it. Look at my
I don't
face.
respect you anymore.
Did you ever?
No.
Oh crap. Back to the thing. Oh my god, it keeps jumping to the top. Alright.
Girl, do your job.
Cyclone Jokers, thanks for the sub.
That's a nod.
Nine.
Right?
No, that's a thumbs up.
Psycho Freak, sub. Thank you. Iago, thanks for gifting a sub. Redcap Twitch, thank you for the sub. Now on to tips. Not James Gunn donated $10. Uberbaldi, thank you again for the. Oh god damn it! It keeps automatically jumping. Hold on, guys.
You're terrible at this.
I'm doing my best.
I should do it.
I should.
Well, too late. Cal Toro, thank you. Shido Hari, thank you for the tip. Uberbaldi, again, thank you. The Ninja, the Sinful One.
Yeah.
Uberbaldi again. Chrono Crash.
Yeah.
Waleed 79.
Yeah.
Uberbaldi again. Jay Pistoli and Uberbaldi one final time. Thank you so much for letting us play. Thank you for doing all of this. And thank you guys for letting us do this stuff on Hyper RPG.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
So
Thank you.
sick.
Guys. Thanks. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
He's gonna take them off.
No,
Or
he's
make a
not. No,
mustache.
Oh, oh.
You're not wrong. I am ready. Thank you so much for your donations. Thank you so much for letting us play. And if you allow this to keep rolling, I'll just keep rearranging these until we're done. So, thank you everybody
Good
for
night,
playing
buddy.
with us tonight. And, yeah, I'm talking to you guys, players. Thank you.
Oh,
thank
thanks.
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Hope you had
Yay.
fun.
Yeah, you want to tell them about tomorrow? What's happening?
Yeah. Tomorrow. Oh, once again, we'll talk about that. So Banner Saga RPG is gonna start in partnership with Stoic Games, with Adam Coble as GM and the players Shubble, Trisha Hirschberger, Andre Black Nerd, Steve Zaragoza.
He talks really fast
Zaragoza.
when he gets nervous.
It's not nervous. I just like to read fast. And Lasercorn. Tune in at 7 p.m. Pacific time to see this Viking epic.
Yeah. Are we still thinking Loot Crate?
What? Thanks, Loot Crate.
Why not?
Hey, Loot Crate. I'm gonna say yes. They're still cool. Hi,
Thank you, Loot
Doc.
Crate. Their name's on the screen.
Oh, it is. Hi. There it is. Thank you, Loot Crate.
Okay. Well, awkward ending.
Good
Goodbye,
night.
everybody.
Yeah,
Good night, everybody.